Okay. Now everything you guys say or do can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Not even in the court of law,
I'll
just
just
in the
use it.
court of
I'll just
public
use it against you.
opinion.
It won't even be in a court of law. I'll just use it against you. So,
It's the court of public opinion. Yeah. Or that.
welcome everyone out to I think this is episode 53. Just kills me that we've been playing this game that long.
Yeah.
Um, so last time, if you guys remember, you're actually in the tail end of your combat. Um, you guys were on your way from Fort Riston, which is the very first fort that you guys took over with the missing wall and all that, to Fort Trevelet, which is the very last fort that you took over, where you killed the dragon. You were on your way from the one fort to the other, and you guys had stopped for lunch or dinner. And yeah, as you guys are just all kind of sitting around, got food out, you know, resting because you guys have been marching all day long. One of your scouts come running back with give you guys just a few seconds time before you guys are surrounded and a bunch of hobgoblins and orcs rushed in. So we're still in that fight. So we'll jump over to that. Are there any questions, comments?
I think we're
In the
good.
spirit of less, I should say calls for my dismissal.
No, you don't get off that easy.
I was gonna say I
No.
keep hoping. Okay. So I think I got the whole battlefield in there. On screen.
And how many enemies do you show there is left? 'Cause I only see two.
I see one, two,
Two, three,
three,
I gotta
four,
scroll
five,
over.
6, 7. I see a total of 7 enemies that are not dead.
Okay. Yeah, so I just needed to scroll sideways.
So well, the thing is, 3 of them are archers who, very smartly have stayed way outside your range.
Oh,
Um,
that will end shortly.
I figured, Karog would have something to say about that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Especially since, Karog's down to like a third health and probably a third to a half that has been the archers.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Ephraim would try to help, but people keep charging him too.
yeah, Ephraim's not looking. Ephraim's about third health too.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do to earn their ire? Must
I
have been something.
shot them first
It must have
thing.
been. It must have been something you
And
said.
and he's just big.
And he's just big and a big target. Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
Hey.
I don't know. They interrupted my lunch, so I've been snarling at them.
so now you got some hangry vibes going on as well.
Maybe
Yeah.
that case of the hangries.
Hey, there's a few of them that rushed up close to you. They might have actually stepped on your plate or something you had food out on. So,
Right?
They're gonna
They're
pay for
dead.
that.
They're dead now.
so, all right. Well, if there are no questions, then I think we'll kick it off. And first on the list is Ephraim. Okay, Don, the suspense is killing me.
Well, I went to get tea when you said, "Okay, let's start." Okay, I take a 5-foot step and I'm done. No, no.
And that's it.
I'm going to shoot arrows at this guy.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
bugbear,
probably one of the
isn't he?
ones standing on your food. So
But this is a bugbear, isn't he?
he is a bugbear.
As is this guy here.
Yep.
I don't like bugbears.
You know what? I think they've kind of shown they're not too fond of you guys either.
Well,
He's a goblinoid bugbear, isn't he?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
but
goblinoid bugbear. Okay.
I still regret that decision allowing him to have a hobgoblin bane weapon or a goblin bane weapon when I found out that, 90% of the combatants in this campaign fall into that category.
Perfectly within the the limits you did give me. Oh yeah,
Yes.
you've got this much gold to spend on standard
Uh-huh.
stuff. And
Yep.
okay, 32 to hit,
That hits.
29 to hit.
Yeah, all three of those hit.
Okay, so 7, 15, 19 points.
That was low damage. Is that with all your extra 2d6s?
Well, I don't get extra 2d6s because they're not goblins, asshole.
It's
Oh
a
wait,
bug. It's a
it's a
bugbear.
bugbear. Oh shit. Hold on.
Wow.
He takes back the asshole
Yeah, that
comment.
escalated fast.
Yeah, hold
Wow,
on.
really?
I was gonna say Don's not gonna take that back.
Yeah, you're still an
That went
asshole.
from
Don
that
lets
went
that fly even when we're not talking about this. So
yeah. That went from civil to ugly very quickly, Don. Who peed on your Cheerios?
That bugbear,
that
apparently.
bugbear did.
Evidently.
Okay, so it's 19 plus 13 plus 11.
So what's the grand total?
43.
53.
53?
Yeah.
Wow.
30, 40.
He went from completely healthy and enjoying stomping on your food to second think, second thinking his choices really fast.
Okay, hold on. I forgot one more thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 more because they get +4 to attack and damage because they're my favorite. I didn't do the plus, so 16 more. There we go. That's better.
Now I'm feeling like what game were we playing last time where we kept adding ones and oh that was Steve's campaign on Friday night where we kept adding ones and
Yeah, what
twos and
about this?
threes and what about this? Oh, forgot about this. Add four more. Oh, add four more actually. Okay, so you did end his end his reign of terror on your food.
And then dog is up.
Yep.
I want to check something here.
Dog's favorite enemy is all, right?
It is all.
Well, actually, I haven't been running this, but dog shares my favorite enemy and a favorite terrain. So he should be getting +4 to hit on these guys and +4 damage whenever he does. So
I think you're making stuff up, but
Yeah, how convenient.
you can look in the rules, buddy.
He's making shit up and passing it off as fact.
I still think Honey Badger's favorite enemy should be all.
it's pretty much all, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
17 to hit.
17 misses.
Okay, but the 30 bite does hit.
Yeah.
So 9 points against him.
Is that with the +4?
Yes, it is. I rolled a 2.
Okay. So okay. So it sounds vicious as I'll ever get out, but he just gets away with a bite on him.
Yeah, he rolled a 5, a 2, and an 18 to hit. So
Yeah, that's kind of to be expected then. All right, Takeshi, you used to be surrounded, but as of right now, you're kind of feeling a little more confident here.
Yeah. I can't get anywhere to do anything. Let's see. I guess give me a 10-foot square. I'm gonna try to grease this guy out down by the bear. Stop him from getting hurt so much.
Okay. Give me the corner, not the whole thing.
I think it's only gonna cover one, so it probably didn't really matter. Like I'm just gonna do the guy by Kodiak.
There we go. There's your 10-foot.
Yeah. Okay. Oop. Putting grease right there. It's,
Okay. So what's the DC?
let's see, it's a 16.
Okay. Okay. So
10, 20. You know what? I gotta move too before I can do that because I
you
gotta
said
reach.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. He barely makes it. So as long as he doesn't move, he's fine, right?
Right.
Okay. All right, so you moved, cast, so you're done.
DC 10 acrobatics to
See if
do
he wants to
anything.
move out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oslute's up. You do
So
have people up in your face.
yeah, I know. But do we have, has it been determined this campaign is grease flammable?
I would
Mike,
say
that's
whatever
up
the
to you.
rules say. Does Pathfinder call out one way or another if it's
Hold on
flammable?
a minute. Let's find out.
I don't know that they really mention it in the
I
spell.
don't think Pathfinder calls it out. I think D&D actually finally does and says that it is.
Oh.
According to Raw, standard grease spell is not flammable. Mythic grease is.
This conversation so many times.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this combatant here is what kind of armor does he have on?
Probably some kind of low grade metal, probably like scale or maybe a breastplate or
It's
something like
metal.
that. It's metal, yeah.
All right. I'm going to cast heat metal on him.
From where you're standing?
Yes.
You're casting defensively?
Yes.
Okay. You need to beat the and I have to look up the rules, but I think the DC is something like it's your caster level added to a D20 roll, and you have to beat, I think it's like 15 plus twice the spell level. Don, does that sound right?
For the basic DC, yes.
Okay. So
So my
what level
base
spell
my
is that?
base attack. Oh, wait a minute. Let's make
Your
sure.
base level.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
have
eighth
something that just
level.
says your spell DC is this?
Well, for the cast defensively, it's what level spell is it?
+4.
It's a second level spell. Will
So
negates DC 15.
okay, so you have to roll, add your caster level, which I think is 8, and you got to beat it's 4, so you got to beat a 19 or match a 19, get a 19 or better. Otherwise, you get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, I'm going to change tactics. I'm going to swing at him with my scimitar.
Okay.
29 and a 17.
The 29
Plus,
hits.
is blessed still going?
Bless is going.
All right, so that's
A 30 and
30 and
18.
18.
Okay, the 30 hits the 18. If you can get one more out of it, you can hit him, but otherwise, that's going to miss.
I don't think there's anything else
Kodiak can
going.
flank from 10 feet away.
Yeah.
And on the wrong
and
side.
in the wrong direction.
Kodiak is just that talented.
Yeah, that's it.
Um,
Or you can try to argue that Echo has, 20-foot reach.
That might be easier to argue.
He's got that long spear, right? I'm pretty sure he's threatening him.
I think it's a miss, Doug.
So yeah.
Yeah,
So one,
it
but
is.
one
I
of
was
one of
kinda-
them did hit though.
yeah. Okay.
And does a scimitar threaten? I thought it threatened on more than just a 20.
Scimitar, I do believe, is a 1920.
Because you rolled a 19 on that 29. So
Scimitar critical damage 18 to 20.
okay, so that is, but the first one is the only one that hits, but it is a potential
So roll it
threat, so
again.
roll it again.
It's a 16 is not going to hit. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not it. So it's just a regular hit. So yeah, go ahead and give me damage. So 5.
5 points of damage.
Okay. All right. And you got Kodiak going on the same turn. You go, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Kodiak's up.
So Kodiak's gonna, without getting into the grease and
Yeah,
everything,
he's not in the grease.
do his bite attack. And his claw attack.
Okay. So you just did the bite damage, not the bite attack.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And the claw, the second claw hits. Unfortunately, though, if that bite was first, you know what? I'll be nice and give you the. Actually, no, because the first claw was a 1 failure as well. Give me either a claw or a bite attack again, just to confirm the fumble.
Bite attack.
Okay, that was an actual fumble. Man, you're making me look up these charts already.
Yes,
So
please.
Kodiak goes down and bites his own butt.
He bites his tongue probably, but give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to roll it or do you want to roll the percentile dice?
I'll just roll it. Percentile.
This is being natural attack. Oh my gosh, I was right. Bite your tongue, stunned for 1 round.
Cool.
Oh, and you also actually take your normal whatever that bite attack would have delivered gets delivered to himself.
Ouch.
So just do the actually you did roll the damage for the
Oh, that's the second.
bite. The
It's
bite
7
was
points
7
of damage.
So yeah, he roars and yeah,
Oh,
somehow
shit.
comes down and bites his tongue and is kind of shocked that he bit his own tongue.
Yep.
That bites.
That bites. Okay. You hear Kodiak in bear language yell, medic.
Medic is right.
All right, bugbears are up. Well, there's 1 fewer of them. Actually, I think there's only 1 left. Yeah,
And he's
there's one.
right at dog.
And he's right at dog, so and he misses.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha.
So okay, bugbear's up. Echo, you're up.
I'm gonna move down here to threaten him with the spear,
Uh-huh.
but instead of attacking this run, I'm gonna burst.
Okay.
19 points to everyone, except for the bad guys, because I can omit them.
Am I within a 30-foot radius?
So
Everyone within the 30-foot range. So Takeshi, Osloot, Kodiak, Valky, and unfortunately the rest are out of the loop.
Yep, I'm on loop.
Yes, we've discussed numerous times.
I know, but they wouldn't. They
Being
wouldn't
that
come
far
to me.
away, being that far away from your healer.
They wouldn't come
Thank
to me.
you.
And I'm threatening that guy, so you now
Right,
have a
right.
you now have whatchamacallit.
Okay, so move first. Okay. You're done. Valky, you're up.
Um,
I show you're 20 foot up in the air over there.
yep. And sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at one time. I am going to pull out the magic missile wand, and I am going to head. Gosh, the screen is just jacked. Sorry, I'm trying to find myself. I just can't find myself. I'm gonna head here behind this tree and shoot the 5 charges at our archer over here.
What did Archer ever do to you? Well,
Nothing yet.
besides probably shoot at you a few times.
Okay, did that come up?
Yep, 19 points of damage.
Nice. My idea was to keep as much cover where I pause before I continue on.
Okay. So you'll have at least partial cover from him.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Well, you're definitely not making friends and influencing people in a positive way over there. Yeah.
Never been too good at that.
It's not Valky's forte. Okay. Now it's time for the big guy.
All right. Well,
You've leveled the 3 guys in front of you.
I did. There's a guy over here, correct?
Oh yeah, he's been shooting at you and I think
know
he's
he
probably
has.
hit you a couple times.
First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull out my potion, my cure moderate potion,
Okay.
and I'm going to drink that down. What do I get for that?
Moderate
Better.
would be 2d8 plus. I don't know what the standard is for the potion.
Yeah,
I'll give you 2d8 plus 5.
I can do that. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. 18, I'll take that. Take care of that first.
So that's your standard action.
Yep.
So you got a move action left.
Yep. I'm getting ready to take it. I'm going to run over to here.
Does anybody remember what this circle's for?
That was which one?
That
one
was
right here.
one of mine, I think, a long time ago.
And do you remember what is going on there? Is that a web?
I think
Maybe that was
it was web for me.
your
Yeah.
web. Yeah, it was. You're right.
Okay. Okay.
And I left it there to give cover to Karog basically with that archer on the other side.
Right,
That's
right.
kind of why I left it there.
Okay. All right. So you take the potion, run over there. You're done.
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. Hobgoblins are up. Um, yeah, let's start with the easy one. This one up behind Osloot is going to swing.
So he's easy, huh?
I assume 11 misses you. Does a 20 hit you, Doug?
A 20 does hit me.
Okay, so 10 points of damage as the guy right next to you smacks you. Let's go down from there. So that archer. Who did you attack last time?
What did he hit me with?
A sword.
Okay.
Camera roll D6. If it's 1 to 3, he's shooting at Echo. If it's 4 to 6, he's shooting at Ephraim. Okay, so he's shooting at Echo. And in case you guys aren't seeing, it's this guy right here that's shooting.
Yeah.
Is this web still active?
What web?
This big circle that's around this guy. I assume that's a web.
No, it's Tangle.
Entangle?
Yeah.
Entangle.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's not moving, he's just shooting from where he's at.
Okay.
So, let's do Echo. Well, that didn't go as well as he'd hoped. Does a 25 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not a fumble, he just missed.
Just a miss.
Okay, but that ends his attack for the round. Let's continue around. The guy next to Karog. Well, he's seen what he's doing, so he's doing a full withdraw action. Okay, that's the path he goes, and he runs away from you, Karog. Some reason, some, huge half-orc barbarian that just sliced through 3 people. As an archer, he really doesn't want to go toe-to-toe with you by himself.
Oh, well.
Yeah, figure that one out.
What makes him think that I would hurt him?
11.
He doesn't want to play with you, Karok.
He doesn't want to. Nobody. Yeah, well. That's his
How rude.
loss.
How
That's his
rude.
loss. How rude.
So that's that one. So the last one over here, you know what? He is going to shoot at Valky since Valky just sent a bunch of magic missiles his way.
Which one is this?
It's this guy over on the other side.
Oh. I keep forgetting to scroll so I can see everybody.
Right. That's a pretty big battlefield.
Yeah.
And his didn't go as well as he had hoped also.
He retains my attention.
I'm guessing an 18 doesn't hit you.
No, 24
So
does
that
not.
was a
23
fumble.
does not.
Nope, he did fumble.
So he did fumble.
Broken bowstring.
Tell you here in a second.
As an archer, that's all anybody ever picks. For me.
26. Says one's 10 thumbs just cannot handle loading. You lose the round. So he's got 10 thumbs over there, and apparently he can't figure out how to put a arrow in his bow.
So all of that firing stuff, he grabbed what he thought was one arrow and shot 3 of them in random direction.
He grabbed the
2 feet and they fell on the ground in front of him.
he grabbed the pointy side and tried to flip around on there and couldn't figure out how to
Yeah.
line it up. Okay, I think that is all. Yeah, that's all the hobgoblins. Okay, orcs are up. 1 orc left. And he is going to smack Kodiak. It's a little disheartened because Kodiak was looking pretty tore up and he was starting to feel a little bit good about himself. And now all of a sudden Kodiak looks a lot better, which he was not okay with. So a 21 and then a 10. So I know the 10 missed. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Kodiak?
Yep. 21 hits.
Okay, so 8 points of damage. And that's it for the orc. Oh, I put them. Okay, they already went. For some reason, I put them with the hobgoblins. So, all right, Ephraim, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to shoot this guy
But why?
because he's annoying. 27 hit,
Maybe.
35 hit,
Close.
22 hit.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Let's
Hey,
see,
why don't you describe your kill?
30, 40,
No, you don't even need to add.
50, 62.
Yeah. If it had been a guy next to him, you probably would have hurt that guy too.
He turns him into a long distance voodoo doll.
Yeah.
Does 19 hit?
The bugbear, yes, it does.
So 16, 27 points against him.
27? Holy crap, dude.
The tide is turning.
That was so there's always viciousness coming from where dog has, regardless of whether or not he hits anything. It
Right.
sounds like he just murdered like 10 people.
It's
But this one actually had, that one might have actually got a little bit of splatter on him from all
that's
that.
with minimum damage on 2 of them.
So, okay.
He's done.
All right, Takeshi, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna flank with Kodiak. Attack
Okay.
this guy with my rapier. Rapier with bless and sneak.
Can you charge from there?
No,
No,
it's not a
it's not
straight
a
line.
direct. Yeah, Echo, you were in the way, so I couldn't do that. Plus, I wanted to
Okay.
flank. But
Well,
that's a good roll.
But a
Yeah.
natural 20, 31, that might hit him.
Okay. Want me to roll again?
Yeah,
25.
that's a crit. Do you want the double damage? Or you want the chart?
I'll take the chart.
Okay, and you said it's a rapier, so it's a puncturing.
Yeah. Do you still get sneak attack damage with the
Yeah,
chart?
Yeah,
yeah,
because you're flanking.
yep. Okay, and then give me percentile. And you also need to roll up your holy crap. You're not gonna need that damage probably. So what'd you get? 85. Strike through leg severs an artery. Foe drops. Lapses into unconsciousness and dies after 10 rounds.
Just a scratch.
It's just a flesh wound.
To the
flesh
femoral
wound.
artery.
So yeah. Kodiak would see
That's how it's done, Kodiak. Huh?
I'm telling you. Yeah. Growl, growl, growl. Thank you.
X the wrong thing. I killed the spell instead of him. There. Now he's dead too. I'll bring the spell back to life. Yeah, so Kodiak would just see this large metal toothpick come sticking out for this guy's leg, and then blood just start gushing from it, and he just falls over. So, all right. I think you've done enough, Takeshi. You're done.
Yeah. I'm done.
All right. Osloot, you're up.
I'm going to hit him again with my scimitar.
And now you get a +2 since Echo set up your flank.
Yep. So a 21 and a 20.
So both of those are hits. The second one would not have been a hit without that flank.
Oh, really? It's 21 because of the plus still going.
Oh, okay.
Scimitar damage. Come on, give me something decent.
So 10 and 9, so 19.
Yep.
Pretty
Okay.
decent.
Yeah.
Much better.
You start whipping that blade around and putting several cuts all over him that are starting to bleed.
Kodiak moves over to here.
Okay, 5-foot step, so he gets a full attack.
Kodiak bite. Kodiak claw.
Ouch.
Holy crap, dude.
Well, it's about time.
So the bite is
Yeah,
not just
yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
is.
go back to
without bless,
history.
right?
God, what sucky rolls.
The bite is without bless, right? So it's one higher.
That is
right?
correct.
Okay. So all three of them hit. The first claw obviously is a potential crit. So
Yeah,
your
so
claw
roll
attacks
that
again.
again and
Okay,
Oh, wow.
just describe what the rest of us see the bear do to him.
Well, the bear kind of steps up. He sees he's very grateful. He kind of gives a snorty thanks to Takeshi, and then he kind of makes a step around there, and he just kind of swings around. He's pissed, and his claws come out, and his bite come out. Yeah! He just cuts his head off,
Okay. So
and
yeah,
blood goes.
the headless body slumps to the ground. You'd be freaked out if I said he kept fighting.
Yeah, I'd be very freaked out. And Osloot, free action. No, you're such a good bear. Oh, you're so cute.
All right. Bugbears are up.
He was very inspired by Takeshi.
You know what? I don't think he's aware of what's going on around him, so he's going to stay attacking. 21 to hit. Dog.
21 does hit dog.
Okay, so 8 points of damage.
Yep.
That's the only bugbear. So now we're down to Echo.
Unfortunately, guys, I'm gonna have to leave Kodiak and Osleep behind, but their hit points look pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna burst for Dog and Ephraim and Sly and whoever else is in there and omit the enemies.
Okay.
15.
Did I hear it did it's
No, unfortunately, Osloot and Kodiak are both outside the circle. I
Right.
had to move. I had to move too far to get Dog in it.
Yeah.
So 15 points of healing, +2 armor class until my next turn, and +2 to charge if you choose to do that.
Okay, so move, burst, you're done. Valky, you're up. That guy shot at you. Well, no, he tried to. You saw him.
Valky's gonna continue on this way around the tree. And then hit him with burning hands.
Okay. There's a reflex save, right?
Yes.
And then it's 5d4 if I remember right.
It's it's a first level, so hang on, I can tell you that.
If it's
I've got it
reflex,
written
then 16 is what?
It's a 16. Did you figure that out?
16 is
And
what they
it's-
rolled.
No, the 16 is your difficulty class.
Okay, so they barely got it.
So he made it.
Yep.
Okay.
So I think it's half.
So he
damage.
gets half of 16.
Did you roll damage?
I did. That was 16 points. 16 points of damage, 16 DC. They just happen to be the same
Okay,
number.
so 8 points of damage then.
So it's 16 damage.
No, he made it. Didn't he
But it
make
made the
it?
save,
So
so.
Oh,
He only takes
okay,
half.
yeah. Okay.
All right, so Valky comes around and tries to make a torch out of the archer. All right, Carol, you're up.
All right.
You came over to
So-
play with this guy, and this guy
Yeah.
just walked away. Didn't even say anything to you.
So he walked away. Do I know? Do I know which direction he went?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Hold
You
on
know,
a
he went
second.
between the trees, and you saw him turn left to start heading north.
Yeah, shit.
If you start in front of you and hit the Q, you can go
Yeah.
by square. And you hit
Yeah.
Q every time you get to another square, and it does that in measures for you.
Yeah. If I'm doing now, I'm trying to. You guys seeing it? Are you seeing it?
Yep, I'm seeing
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. This is how far
So
I can
so
go in my movement.
right there was 50.
You're right. There was 50.
So if you want to move to right there, is that
Yeah,
one move?
I'm gonna move to right there. Yeah.
Now how far is that? How far can you move in one movement? Is it
50.
40?
It's 50.
Oh, it's 50?
Yeah.
Okay, so one movement gets you there.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to attack him this round,
No, I'm not, but I'm getting closer to
but
him.
if you get close enough, it's going to make it much easier to get him next time.
Right.
Double move and stand right next to him because then he can't fire at you. He doesn't get an attack of opportunity because
That's
he's
a
got a
good
bow in
point.
his hand.
Yeah, yeah. If you get to right
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
there's really no way he can get out of there without an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Or
gonna do.
or ask Takeshi to drop the web and charge him.
That he couldn't drop the web that fast.
Yeah. So right there would be a double move.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And you
Do that.
can come around him so you don't get an attack of opportunity, but
Nope.
he can't he has to go through a threatened square
Right.
to another threatened square to get away from you. So no matter
Right.
Yeah.
how he does it.
He's
Yeah, move,
threatened.
move 5 feet more north.
There.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's me.
So Karag's done. Hobgoblins. I think now that I'm remembering the archers are the last, I think all of them are dead. Yeah.
They're dead to us.
Literally like dead. So
Yeah.
okay, orcs. The orcs are all dead. Guys, you're killing all my guys. Yeah, I think
What
we
we
just
do.
got the 2 archers left over here, and that's it. Does anybody else see anybody alive? I don't see anybody else alive.
Nope.
Has dog killed that one?
Dog
Oh,
has not killed this
I'm
guy
sorry.
yet.
Yeah, there is a bugbear left, but as far as hobgoblins go, it's just these 2 archers. That's it. Um, okay, Kara, go ahead and take your attack for opportunity. This guy's just going to shoot at you.
Okay.
Point blank. That's
22.
that's a
Yeah,
hit.
just kill him.
Okay.
Well, he's full health, so without a crit, you're not going to kill him. But
Well. 22 points of damage.
But
okay,
without a crit, he may wish he was dead.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, yeah. Okay, so
I think you're gonna run away.
a 19 and a 16 to hit you.
The 19 will because I'm raging, so I'm 2 less. So I
Okay.
might run the last.
Okay, so you take 5 points damage from the first arrow. Second one goes wide. This guy up here is probably going to continue shooting at Valky since,
She's there. He's there.
yeah.
It's not minus R. It's -5.
Uh-oh. Pretty sure the 15 misses, but I know the natural 20, 29 hits. But 18, I think, just makes it a regular hit.
Yeah.
So 5 points. 5 points damage, Valky, because the guy you've been hunting bites back a little bit.
You said 8 points or 5 points?
5 points.
8.
And that's it, and we're back up to Ephraim.
Okay. I'm gonna have a dog fight first.
Okay.
26 is the only hit, and it's 8 points.
So it's not going to be enough.
No, I'm going to trust him to finish it off. I'm going to fire at this guy. Ephraim is.
Okay. Yep, you got a clear shot to him. And actually, you can split your shots, especially since it's pretty much the same, really close to the same arc.
Let me make the last shot then against this guy. Just the last one.
Just the last one? Okay.
The last shot is a 26 to hit, doing 16 damage.
Okay. You drop both of them.
Okay.
Nice.
Overachiever.
I left you one, Kevin.
Try hard.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Then dog already went. Takeshi.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking towards everybody and dispel that web.
Okay. So that web is gone.
Yay.
All right, Oslut, you're up.
I'm going to kind of do the same thing and dispel the entangle.
Okay. All right. Bugbear would be up, but he's dead, so he's not up. Echo,
He's
you're
down.
up.
I'm gonna come down here and whistle for dog and do a lay on hands. 14 points.
The dog whistler.
He is the dog whistler. We've kind of already established that even though it's dog is Echo's
You're right. Dog
companion?
is Echo's companion.
I'm sorry, is Ephraim's
No,
companion.
you had it right the first time.
Echo still kind of has just as much, if not more, influence over him. All right, that's there. Valky, you're up.
He likes to gnaw on me. Does that count?
My guy's dead, and I'm sure Karog's got this guy well in hand. I think I'll just sit back and watch.
All
Okay, Karog, you're up.
right. Let's see what I can do. $25?
That would actually hit.
Well, good. Then I will actually damage. Ooh.
Minimum damage.
Yeah.
That didn't help you.
All right. Well, how about my second? See, my second swing will do any better.
Not much left of him. You're defining.
I know.
If you touch him, he's dead.
Because if you look at him sternly, he might be dead.
Hey, Don,
Yeah.
dog gets back 14.
Oh,
All right.
16 probably won't hit him, huh?
16 will not hit him. Were you one of the ones that were under bless?
Yeah, he gets
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
17.
A 17 does hit, but a 16 does not.
Okay, well, good. See if I can
And you
kill
know
him.
what? It doesn't matter. You can't do.
You can't
Yeah.
do not.
We could divide your minimum damage in half, and you would
That's
still
true.
kill this guy.
Okay, well,
So ends with a nice beheading.
here we go. He deserved it.
Good job, guys. And I'm gonna go refill my water real quick, so I'll be back in 60 seconds.
Okay.
All right, then.
Well done, group. Let's start
Yes,
building
very
up these, make
nice.
sure there aren't any battle plans or movement orders or. I doubt there's any equipment we need from them, but
And then I'm going to lay on hands on Kodiak,
Getting awfully handsy.
provided he doesn't try to bite me. 15 points.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm a touchy-feely oracle. I touch you, you feel better.
How'd your doctor appointment go, Chuck? I never heard. Did you come up with some plan or something?
Oh, they're going to do a cranial balloon something thing. They're going to
That
put some,
sounds fun.
they're going to run the thing up my arm into my head and blow it up to open stuff up, or I don't know.
You're
It's
going to
gonna
have
cost
even a bigger head now, huh?
it's gonna cost me $3,500. I can tell you that much.
That's
Wow.
not bad considering.
Mhm.
A
I mean,
cranial angiogram.
Say
and what are
what?
they looking for? Are they looking for like
Trying
clots
to
or
increase the blood flow, right?
Yeah, they're trying to increase the blood flow. And he's gonna, while he's there, look and see if he thinks stents would help.
Well, good luck, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, really.
good luck.
And it's not
Yeah,
a
good
bigger
luck.
head. It's not a bigger head, but now when I say I'm an airhead, you have to believe me. They pump
Because it's
some air
true.
up there, so it's true, literally.
when is that? When are they doing that?
April 3rd. So I haven't, that has been scheduled for a few weeks, but it's not going to be done until the beginning of April.
It's only a couple weeks away.
Yeah.
Outpatient?
Yeah, they're gonna anesthetize me, but not fully. So I have to have somebody to drive me around
Hmm.
or drive me home or whatever, but
So you're
I'll be okay. And the next day all the stuff will have wore off and I should be fine. It's not like, 3, 4 days recovery or whatever.
So you'll be normal.
I didn't say
Well,
that.
as normal as Chuck gets.
I didn't, I never
Right.
have suggested that.
Let's not
And I-
insinuate that Chuck's
normal is
normal.
all subjective anyway. So.
I try
Correct.
I try not to lie to my gaming friends.
There you go. We appreciate it.
No, I'm not normal. No, I won't ever be normal.
And there's not anything wrong with that.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you guys kind of do this pretty quickly, actually. After you're done, so the rest of the rest of the caravan that you're bringing with you was north off the screen. They just kind of backed up and hunkered down while you guys were fighting.
Well, I'm going to Harumph and finish my sandwich.
You have to roll. If you roll above a 50, then your sandwich was intact. If it's below a 50, then someone stepped on it during combat.
Oh, that's going to piss me off.
Um,
Honey Badger got it.
yeah, you guys.
72.
Okay, so your sandwich was still intact.
Yeah.
Just brush it off.
I was gonna
Brush
say
it off.
brush the dirt off and move
It's just got a
along.
little dirt, maybe some little blood splatters on it. It's all good.
Seasoning.
It was a steak sandwich anyway, so you like them medium rare anyway, so yeah, you couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, little garlic thing.
So you remember how I said in the beginning of this fight there was one of your scouts came back?
Yeah.
It was one of the twins. It was the girl that came running back to warn you.
Okay.
She went back and basically got all the rest of the guys to hunker down and defense up in case they broke through your line or went around your line.
Yeah.
After you guys are kind of clean the blood off your weapons and and Echo's getting his sandwich back. She comes back and she says, "So I saw these guys. Um, they knew of us, but I heard them talking before one of them spotted me and I had to run." Um, she says, "What they were saying basically leads me to believe that these guys realized that they were left behind, and a few of them were pretty pissed off that this was." They basically said something about this being a diversion. So some of these guys were pissed off that apparently here in the forest was never really meant to take the forest. It was a diversion. But she's like, I don't know what diversion they're talking about. But apparently these guys weren't in the know and were pretty pissed off about it. But she said they were also talking about reinforcements weren't coming to get them back, and they were kind of aggravated that they were
They were
misled
left
about
here
they were
just to
misled about what was happening here, and then being just kind of left whenever everything went bad, which she's like, I'm sure it's you guys, taking these forts, but whenever everything went bad, there was never a plan to to reinforce them or to rescue them, so to speak?
Well, they're not angry anymore.
No,
No.
they got better.
Sure.
So I think
Bring
it's
the body.
prudent, I think like Ephraim had said, to search the bodies looking for any written orders or, anything that might be of use, that kind of
Plus,
thing.
plus take all the armor, weapons, etc. that we can
Right.
use for the people that we're setting up at these forts.
Right, and you've been doing that in
Okay.
the past, and so yeah, I'd say probably about half these guys have armor that's serviceable and that you guys didn't destroy when you were killing them.
Yeah.
So,
99th of us.
It might stink like bugbear, but you can kind of get
but
that
you can
smell
clean
out.
that off and kind of, use some kind of, yeah,
A couple of spells to create water.
fragrance, yeah, something you can
Smear
smooth
the
it.
inside with shit to make it smell better.
Right, right.
Two.
At least get rid of the fleas and all that. Um, so yeah, you guys probably, like I said, probably half the suits of armor that these guys have, you guys can salvage and, they can be used by some of the refugees if they need it. All their weapons, obviously, that you can salvage. They're mostly mid grade, like long swords, short swords. The bugbears, some of them had some battle axes, some of them had some like a great hammer, so some bigger weapons like that. There is nothing magical that you find on any of these guys,
Right.
but if you do pool the loose change they had on them and valuables, you would get the equivalent of 150 gold pieces and 400 gold pieces worth of gems.
Got it.
And like I said, everything else they had on them was pretty much standard gear, but you kind of grab that and putting that to use.
Anything better than leather armor? Or is it all just leather or banded or?
No, I'd say it's a mix of scale mailed breastplates and then yeah, studded leather and probably chainmail. There's very, very few. There's some low grade heavy armor. Most of them are medium armors, and then some studded leather, which is just light armor. But yeah, you don't see any like written orders on them, but you probably do find some notes and some maps and some things that kind of collaborate. The story you heard from oh my gosh, I just had it
Evandar, I
down.
think is her name, right? Evandar
What?
or Evandar,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah,
Is
Evandar,
it?
I think. Yep. I just had it pulled up, but I must have closed it. So yeah, based on what you've seen and with what these guys have, you think they've just become raiders here. Just, grabbing what they can from who they can, and then just kind of being, pissed off at the world that they weren't, they're the powers that be didn't consider them important enough to be told the truth or,
Right.
be brought back into the fold.
Treated like fodder. Bad day.
All right, onward.
So yeah, so after combat, you guys probably takes you another hour or so to finish eating, to get everybody cleaned back up. I assume Echo's going to heal everybody back to max before you
Yeah.
guys continue on.
Yeah.
So that's going to take a little bit. And then what are you doing with the bodies of the enemies?
No, Kodiak's hungry.
They're
The
given back to
bugbear.
the earth.
He's not that hungry.
They'll
Yeah.
rot eventually
Just leave them be to the forest.
for the bugs and the beasts and the
We put a little sign that says we were here.
Free meat.
food.
Okay.
I'm sure this woods has coyotes and raccoons and possum.
They don't have as many as they used to, and that's a recent development. But
We digress.
you remember how I told you guys whenever you first approached Fort Chevrolet, and especially those of you who are outdoorsman types,
Mm-hmm.
you would have noticed it was very noticeable how few, members of wildlife and all their varieties were there. And especially as close you got to the to Fort Chevrolet, yeah, I mean, it was
Well,
kind
that's
of rare
because
to see birds, let
there was
alone.
a giant black dragon flying around
Well,
that
yeah.
probably caused a lot of
My
stuff to
good.
hide. So
Yeah.
doesn't
For
mean the
some
animals
reason you got a
are.
big black dragon, not a lot of wildlife wants to stay close to that for some
Oh,
reason.
The animals might have hid too. They wouldn't have necessarily run off too far.
Right. Well, that and you've also had a bunch of hobgoblins that were probably didn't take, forest health too seriously or worry about that much.
Yeah, these guys will end up being fertilizer
Okay.
one way or the other.
So yeah, there are still, wolves and hawks and small little creatures, but just not as many as there were a year ago.
I'm pretty sure the vultures will be back.
Sooner than later.
Yeah, they smell a buffet.
mm-hmm.
Buffet.
A buffet?
We were just talking on the farm here. We had something dead on the road, and
Uh-huh.
we watched a hawk defend this kill against three giant vultures that had him outweighed by four.
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And the vultures would move, and the hawk would like kind of flinch, and they would all kind of cower. It was really
Mm.
never seen anything like it. And it was standing on top of the body, like
Like, I dare you to even come close.
He didn't even move when cars went by. He
yeah,
was like right on the
just
side
stood
of the
there.
road and he just stood there, flapped his wings out wide once in a
He's
while.
like, this is mine. I don't care what or who you are.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I
All
remember
right.
we found a dead possum had come in and had gotten into Kelly's garage and curled up and died or from whatever. So I
Mhm.
took it out and threw it behind the house near the creek, near some woods, and literally by the next day, the only thing left was a skull.
Wow.
The animals took everything in less than 24 hours.
Hmm.
Nature's
It's
pretty
kind of like the
efficient.
way when we leave stuff out by our dumpster, any kind of piece of furniture, any piece of crap we've got within 24 hours, it's gone.
I think that's junkers, not necessarily
I,
the.
I don't know what it is, but we don't care.
Well,
As
it's
long as it's
gone.
gone. So it's not the forest they're into. You think it's like one of these little towns? Long Shadow,
What's
Redboro.
that?
Yeah, that's where they're expanding to. It's
Yeah,
Yeah, so if the forest was a diversion,
I think the forces sent to the forest were a diversion to keep us away from the cities
Right.
so that they could go take over the cities they wanted without us causing a problem like we
which
did.
based on that actually makes sense based on the reconnaissance that Kryn got you.
That we have been getting, yeah.
I mean, he pretty much and I can't show you the map because, like I said, it's got something on it that you can't see yet.
It's got stuff that, yeah.
We
But
won't look. We won't look, promise.
Yeah,
we
we'll close
promise
our
we
eyes.
won't look.
Yeah.
Um,
Just tell us what not to look at.
just show us what we're not supposed to look at, and then we
Show us
won't.
what we're not supposed to memorize.
Right.
Um,
We'll go back and look, pause the video for.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like looking at this map, you do remember like basically south of the Meredith River, uh Kavlinor, Fayandar, that whole area is completely under their control, all the way up to
Right.
the little cliff there, and then even past that, almost everything south of that river up through Ecru or Ecru,
Yeah.
that's all done. And then right north of Ecru is where it actually showed. So I guess it would be west of Long Shadow, even right through that area and up, circling around and coming towards Redboro and Radia's Hollow. That all area up through here was also um, stuff that the Iron Fang had captured.
It already captured.
So it makes, I mean, your theory makes sense because it was weird that just these few forts in here were taken when nothing else around here was, and the focus seemed to be, the stuff south of the river, and then once they got to the mountains, starting to come up and around these other cities. So kind of makes sense. And maybe you guys, let me fast forward this a little bit. You guys make it back to Fort Trevelay with no other incident.
Okay.
And as you guys are discussing this with the people that are there, um, not sure who had the thought or the aha moment, but you think that this might have been a diversion to, and they were super effective, basically to make the Rangers a null entity here. And those of you, so basically, so Ephraim and Osloot, you guys know that the Rangers, especially in the forest, are a force to be reckoned with, but they might actually come to aid of someone just outside the forest, especially if it's an invader like Ironfang. And you don't know how much they've got now, but they had considerable forces, and they were all martial forces. These weren't, pencil pusher type people. These were people who were good at surviving and good at killing.
Yeah. So distractions in the forest kept that alliance from happening.
Basically kept the Rangers out of this whole thing. Because, I mean, like I said, a lot of the Rangers got decimated. So
Yeah.
maybe they did too good of a job, but regardless of how many of the Rangers got decimated, none of them are in a position or were in a position to go out and help anybody else.
All right.
So do you guys think that it's a decent idea to send a couple of stealthy scouts to go back to where we first entered the woods and could scout on Fandar and see what's going on there now?
I thought we left people. Didn't we leave that as the Valky's home as a
Well,
scout
Valky's home,
location?
we left it packed, kind of packed and concealed, but I don't think we left anybody
We didn't
there.
you didn't leave anybody there permanently, but it is a forward operating base that you guys thought you'd be able to use frequently, or at least,
And we had like right here, which is farther, I guess, west than what Valky's house was. There was the lookout points that the twins were watching for a while.
And I thought Nanette and the twins and them were kind of
No, they
reconning that area.
they would
Fand-
occasionally do that when you were still in the caves.
yeah.
But even recent, like is when you guys got back to the caves, they weren't doing that as much. They were more focused on just trying to survive and
Yeah.
make their current home as defensible as possible.
Right.
So I'm just thinking now that we've taken these forts and spread people out and got things up and running, if it maybe wouldn't be good to get some up to the minute intel or as close as we can to see what's happening.
I agree.
Sure. Yep.
Because another thing that could be a possibility, if they're spreading their forces north to Ekru and all that, what are they leaving behind? Because if they haven't left behind a huge force, it might be time to do some guerrilla strikes there again and kind of get them to pull back.
And we need to figure out the portal thing too and see if there's just one in Fandar or if they've got a bunch of those things or
Yeah.
how that's working.
That's what I mean. Try to get
If
some
it's still there.
up to date information, basically, without putting anyone at risk. So if we've got some stealthy scouts that could look without drawing attention, that'd be pretty good.
Okay. So as you're talking about this, whenever you guys get back to Fort Trevelay, there are about twice the amount of people that you left there. You left about a dozen people that were uh, basically the prisoners in the cellar there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When you get back, there's probably closer to 20 rangers there.
Well,
They breed like rabbits.
they didn't have kids
Yeah.
that fast. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, because you're like, we weren't gone that long.
These are rangers that were out and about and didn't want to come in because it was taken
Right,
over.
because yeah. So you do have a little bit
He
more,
hinted
like
at
there
that
wasn't
before
quite
that there
twice
might
the
be.
amount of people,
Yeah.
but there are there's probably 6, 8, more rangers than what you left here. And they've actually been doing a really good job. This place is cleaned up quite a bit. Now, before you guys left, you guys cleaned up the where the black dragon had taken roost up on the very top floor.
Yeah.
So you guys actually cleaned all that up. Um, so the water actually wasn't this nasty,
Poison.
swampish crap pouring through the tower. So you clean that up, but since then they've cleaned it up even further, and this place actually looks fairly serviceable. So a lot of the minor repairs have been done. Nothing major. Like the top floor is still kind of open to the sky because the dragon kind of crushed that and
Yeah.
the ceiling
Yeah.
and all that. You guys had talked about, once you had engineers to like reroute the water to make it, more usable and not just running down the stairs going down the tower.
Yeah.
You guys probably have people that you brought with you that can do that. I mean, that hasn't changed since you've been gone, but since you cleaned it before you left, the stuff that is running down the stairs is now crystal clear. It's usable water.
Fresh water.
Yeah. They're very, very happy to see you, especially um, when you come walking in with a bunch of people who are farmers and taking care of livestock, and all of a sudden you're bringing, pigs and cows and chickens with you and all that.
Oh my.
They're ecstatic to see, yeah, there you go. They're ecstatic to see all that showing back up in the fort. Um, and so, yeah, like I said, you guys come in, everybody starts, hashing out who's going to stay where, who's doing what. There's a lot of logistics type conversations that go on over the next day or so. Um,
I'll make sure if anybody's hurt, I'll help them out.
okay. I'm sure once you get there, there's probably people that need medical attention,
Yeah.
just because I'm sure everybody wasn't in perfect condition when you left, and yeah, the ones that came in from outside. But like I said, you get there, the people you brought with you, which is about a little over half of who was in the caves. Um, they're just excited. I mean, they've liked being outside because they've been in the caves for the last several months.
Yeah.
Like being outside the journey here, but to see this big fort and what now is defending them, and also to have rangers living with them that know this forest like the back of their hands and are very good at, surviving and all that kind of stuff. Morale is actually pretty high as soon as you guys get here. Like I said, you guys are liking the fact that, hey, even more rangers than what we left here, are coming back. So there's got to be more out there. They're in the same position that might have gone further out or further away. Um, but especially Osloot and Ephraim, you guys are just ecstatic because as you guys have been doing this reclaiming these forts and all that, everywhere you've gone has been 100% decimated with no survivors.
Yeah.
So these rangers who are well known throughout this whole region as a force for good to be reckoned with. I mean, you guys had to have been, you know, dealing with the fact that, the Rangers might be permanently completely gone. There might be no one left.
But now
And
seeing some
and
of
so
them come
now
back.
seeing that, hey, we rescued a dozen and half that many showed back up. You know what? They're not gone. They took a serious blow, but they're not gone.
Hmm.
And so there's just kind of like I said, morale is really high when you get back. Just the hope that, hey, you know what? Everything's not horribly stacked against us right now. I think we're starting to see a turn. I think we're starting to actually be able to make something of this.
Very good.
So like I said, you guys spend a day or so here.
Yeah.
Um,
What's our next move besides ninth level?
well, we're going to talk about that in a second. I do want to go back to last time we played, you guys his from a timeline perspective, you guys have already done this, but you guys do remember probably, if not by the end of this session tonight, definitely before we play again, you have to let me know what items you sent the group with to go either sell or like magic items and gold, whatever, what you sent them to sell and what things they're looking for to come back to this fort. Like,
I sent an email out, Mike. You probably
Yeah.
haven't seen
did
it, but
you?
you should have the email. Yeah, I mean it's still definitely open to debate a lot of that stuff because I don't really know what they need versus what we should be selling. But yeah, I did do the next step kind of email on that.
Did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought you figured it all out that night.
I must have missed that one.
I just sent it like an
I
hour
got the
or
loot
enough
list. I
ago.
remember that one.
At
He
the
said he
bottom of
just
the
sent it,
loot
but look
list
now. So yeah.
is other
Yeah, that loot list has all the others. It's
items
got
to
pretty much
sell,
everything.
items to survivors. Yeah, it's got everything on it.
Okay, maybe I just look for. Okay, I just want to make sure that happens because, like I said, you guys timeline wise did this before you left.
Right.
But I was going to give you guys time to discuss that, and as long as before in this timeline or when we roll to play this out when they get back, as long as it's before that point, then you guys can change things, rehash things, do whatever.
So
Then we'll just say,
there's two things outstanding that I know of this Beast Bond brand. I don't think we talked about that. Um,
okay,
so Beast Bond brand is basically it's like a tattoo that you can put onto a familiar or an animal companion, and
hmm
it allows you for touch spells and for personal spells. It allows you to do those with your familiar or animal companion at 30 feet rather than touch. And the
That's
only one
cool.
that I know of, yeah, is Valky. I think that would definitely help. Doug, you're not doing spells really, are you? Touch spells with,
Well, I mean, not thus far. Everything's been
yeah,
close combat,
yeah.
and
I
yeah.
think the bat.
So
I think Valky. It just makes sense to give that to her because, or to him, because is Valky the him or the her? I don't remember. Valky's
Valky's
the
a
Give it
her.
to
her.
her.
Her. Okay. Oh, that's right. Valky's the witch. Yep. Okay. So yeah, the bat. You definitely are using spells with the bat and
I do
being
use
able to
spells
do
with
it
the
from
bat, but
30
I
feet.
don't use them as often because it takes a full action to.
Yeah. Well, this
There's,
will at least allow you to do like 30 feet away rather than
yeah.
having to have it come touch you. The thing is, it's got 10 shots, so you basically can do it 10 times.
Okay, that's
And
awesome.
what it is, like you like touch the bat and it has a tattoo on it, and then that bonds you in that way for
Oh,
10
I
times.
see. Okay,
So
cool.
it's called a beast brand.
Got
And
it.
the other thing is there's a big category in the email I sent out that we didn't really touch on last time. It's called gems, jewelry. The coin is coin. There's nothing there, but the gems and jewelry, there's a couple weird things there that I just wanted to give everybody an opportunity in case they wanted anything in that. I mean, it's all weird things like a red wool scarf, masterwork drum, just stuff like that. I Takeshi doesn't want any of it, but in case anybody does, you can let us know so we don't sell it. Otherwise, I'm just going to combine it all into money and
Yeah,
you know
and
turn
the
it into
magic
the
the
I'm good
magic
with
Yeah.
item
selling. Yeah.
list. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
me
yeah,
magic
too.
item list
sell it. Yeah.
you
yeah. There
create.
there are a couple. There's like a pouch of small gem powders for spells, and there's a spell component pouch with 200 gold pieces of diamond dust.
Ooh.
Which I mean, we haven't really been playing components so much, Mike. I don't know if
We
it,
the way
you're,
the way I play components, because I think that bogs down the game more than it helps out.
yeah, I agree.
I go by a pure gold piece value. So the only things I really am going to stick to are like the resurrection ones. So that's like
Right. Or a
you
wish
need a
spell that
5,000
has
gold
the
piece diamond or a 10,000
Right.
gold piece diamond. Other than that, I just assume that if you need components, you're kind of buying them, and I'm not worried about the individual component. I'm just worried about
The
okay,
value.
if you've cast 10 spells and each of them required 10 gold pieces, that okay, you've somehow marked in your character that I had 100 gold pieces worth of spell components that are now gone. But I don't care about the individual. I don't care that oh, we have to find somewhere to buy some frog legs, dried frog legs. I don't care about any of that. Just as long as you say, hey, I needed 100 gold pieces to do this and I've spent 100 gold pieces on this, I'm 100% fine with that being as detailed as we get on that.
Cool.
okay. Yeah. So anyway, you guys just look through that stuff. I don't think there's anything in there that anybody's going to care about, but If there is, let me know before we combine it all.
What
Okay.
about at the very end of your list? You've got a you. I mean, this may be because I came in late to the party, but it says magic items, and I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
No,
But
that's a
it.
list of
That's
like
what we want to
things that we
buy.
want to possibly buy. Yeah, that's a list that
Oh,
I've
okay,
compiled
got
over
it.
the years. It's just good magic items is what that
Yeah.
is
Okay,
to
Yeah.
that's
give
what I was
people
gonna say.
ideas.
Good magic
Yeah.
items.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's just a list of stuff
Okay.
that people
No, I
might want
appreciate
to
you doing
buy
that.
stuff.
And I'm sure
Yeah,
they do too, because that's
Yeah.
great having these all in one spot. So you can just look in one email and get the pretty much all the like you show
most
what it does, what slot it is, and how much it costs. So this is exactly what I need. So what I need is a finalized list from you of which I think you might have early in the list. This is what we sent back, and then give me an order of importance. These are the, two or three or 10 items, whatever it is, in order. That was so number one, that's the most important one we're looking for. And if we can't find that, then two. And basically if you give me that list of in order of what your priorities are, I will figure out behind the scenes which ones of those that they were able to find. And then based on how much money you sent with them, how many of them they could buy and bring back with them.
yeah. Okay. Does anybody have any of the gems jewelry that they want? Because otherwise, I can total that, and then that'll give us kind of a good idea of how much
No,
Yeah.
money we're going to have.
I don't need anything.
I don't either.
Yeah. Okay.
Neither do I.
Well, Mike, I'll try to get you like a subtotal. The only thing I don't know about are like a lot of the magic items. I don't even know how to look up the value of a lot of those. Maybe you can just ballpark it.
Yeah, don't
Like that
don't worry
figure.
about I just need a list of what you're selling, and it can be that said this just the cut and paste off this list right here.
Okay.
I will take care of what they're getting for them and what they can
Yeah.
and can't sell and all that.
So guys, you just need to tell me what you want to keep, if anything, that you don't already have, and also what kind of magic items you would like to have based on, I don't know, like 10 grand or 5 grand, whatever. I don't think we're going to have more than 10,000 a piece, I would think, and probably not even that much.
Probably not even that much,
Right.
fun to guess.
Yeah, well, there's cash, there's there's like 16,000 gold pieces just in the coin.
So that stays
So,
100%.
yeah, so I don't know,
Yeah,
it's
a
we
lot of these
probably
items you
got,
got, you're only going to get maybe a grand or two a piece on average. Like I said,
Right.
we did
yeah.
talk about how you did have a couple of them that were
Right.
uh,
Very valuable.
fairly valuable that you could get a decent amount off of. But a lot of these are run-of-the-mill things that you're going to get a grand or less out of.
Yeah. So I don't know, think about 4 to 7,000 somewhere in there roughly expending. And I'm good. I mean, Takeshi's good with giving it to people to get good stuff for the whole group too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things that would benefit all of us, obviously, with having abilities.
Okay. Like I said, I just wanted to, this is the non-fun, the essential, but the non-fun part of
Right.
doing this. But I'm not going to make you guys do this during game time just because game time is a little more precious than behind the scenes, but
It's precious to us.
it's
And
precious.
Gordon, what do you need from us? Do you need like a list
Uh,
of one or two magic items that we
I'll be
would
right back.
like?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and I guess I don't, I mean, I don't really need that. I guess Mike would need it more than me, but I can, if you send it to me, I can consolidate it all and put it into one email.
Well,
That
the
way,
one thing that I would really like is the boots of striding and sprite. You know what I'm
starting and
talking about?
springing.
Yeah.
And you've been after those for a while.
You already have those listed, but that would fix some of my mobility issues so I could get to
Yeah.
people faster to heal them.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
those things are cheap. So yeah, I mean, stuff like that, you should definitely have. I wouldn't think any problem, and they're common too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means I'll just have to run further away.
And that's okay. Eventually I'll get high enough level that I can just resurrect your dumbass when
There
I
you go.
find you 1,000 yards away. Where'd the barbarian go? Oh, he's dead over there.
He
Oh,
dead again.
I'm not walking that far. Fuck him.
Yeah.
the other thing I'd like is a decent bag of holding. We've got that handy haversack. And Doug, did you say you've got a real bag of holding?
I do.
So that maybe we don't need another one, but we We definitely need more space to store some of this stuff so we don't have to
Well,
worry about it.
those any number of those can be handy. So
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about where everything goes, or if you have enough to carry stuff, or if the DM suddenly decides that gold pieces weigh a pound a piece, so you gotta figure out the money bullshit.
Yeah, that's so random when that happens. Boy, it's real.
Yeah, real annoying.
Or how much stuff will fit in the handy haversack. Occasionally
Right.
that just comes up for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Now, I've never taken the time to DM, so really I'm not dissing DMs that take the time to do this for the rest of us lazy sacks of poop. But it is funny how that just randomly appears one night. Like,
How
okay,
many
we're doing
50
this
pound gold pieces can you put into a handy haversack, right?
Yeah.
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 When suddenly encumbrance rears its ugly head.
Yeah, because I don't have hardly there. I don't have much in my bag of holding. So I've got some of the party stuff, so some scrolls, some potions. That's about it.
What else does a man need? Some scrolls, potions.
Well, I mean, I have my own some personal stuff, bullseye lantern, bedroll, blanket, that kind of stuff. But
It was a rhetorical.
Yeah.
She doesn't really want to know what a man needs. I can tell you that for sure.
I really don't. Imagine.
Don't know, don't care.
ignorance and apathy.
Okay.
Where did he go off to?
He's back.
Oh yeah, I'm back. I was letting you guys finish your conversation. So as far as your next steps, I've heard kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, seems like your next steps are reconnaissance
Well,
to
I was
figure out
thinking that
Yes,
that
reconnaissance
figure out
down south.
what's
We
going
want
on.
to.
could be somewhat parallel, but yeah, it'd be nice to have up-to-date information.
Okay. Um, all right.
I mean, the question is, do we want to worry more about getting to see where Fandar is doing? Maybe we should have our guys do that, and we really need to get to like the other area,
Yeah,
don't we, to see what's going on?
that's what I meant by parallel. That could be happening while we're doing something else.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay. Well, you do
Because
have
the twins are fairly badass, stealthy reconnaissance folk.
they're still young punk kids, but yeah,
Yeah.
their their skill set is developing nicely. So
How they
um,
roll.
Sure. Nanette's taking them under her wing, I'm sure.
yes.
Yeah.
No, actually, Nanette's not there with you because she is actually leading the group who has taken your money to the town
Yeah.
Yeah.
because she is I would say probably no, she is definitely the most competent NPC that you've got in your group as far as martially proficient and able to handle herself. So you guys put her in charge of a few people, and they're the ones who left with the cart with the goods that are basically heading the opposite way from the way you guys came up here,
Yeah.
um, to go trade in stuff, get the best deal she can, and then bring the stuff back to you guys here in Fort Trevelay. And you think, based on how long it took you to do what you did, as far as making the road, getting to Fort Riston, sitting there for a little bit, and then kind of help making the road to get here. You think in probably about 6 or 7 days, if everything goes as planned, is when those people should be back with the gear that they could get for you.
Yeah.
So you guys have almost a week.
So in what direction, north, south, east, or west, do we need to get more information? I mean, because Oslu can,
Well, you look at
you
this map you're on right now, and you see
yeah, I'm
This
looking.
this thing right here where it says Fangwood Forest, that's Fort Trevelay.
Yeah.
That's where you guys are right now. Fayendar is the town that this all started in,
Yeah.
and that seems to be the stronghold that Iron Fang has basically they had some kind of portal there, and they've just sprung forth out of there, and they're not giving that up, and that is impenetrable as far as your group is concerned right now. So it
Right.
started there, but it's been moving, like I said, on this side of the river, it's been moving north and west along that side of the river, and it wasn't until they got past Long Shadow that they've crossed the river and they've started coming up over here. So if you're going to do, I mean, you guys are talking about coming over, west from where you're at to warn, I guess, these three towns over here.
Rogers Hollow,
But
Redbird, and yeah.
right, but you'd also
Okay.
talked about, you know, seeing what's going on at home. I mean, just in the when you guys left there and then when you were still like stationed way down here, you were still had your camp right there.
Yeah.
Just in those several weeks, your town went from normal to a fortress in just a few weeks. So you can't
Yeah.
imagine what they've done in the couple months they've had since then. And you guys were actually actively messing with them. I mean, you went in and rescued a bunch of people from there. You got a green dragon to help you take down some people, take down some of their defenses. You guys were messing with them, and they were still turning that place into a fortress like it was nothing. Now, as far as you know, they've had no one to oppose them, and instead of having weeks, they've had months since you guys were last there. So you can only imagine. You don't know what's going on there, but you can only imagine that's pretty much an impenetrable fortress at this stage.
Yeah.
But you don't know that for certain. So,
And the other thing is with all this army moving north stuff, they might have captured this, secured it, and then are sending most of their forces. So this might be less protected by people.
what's
That's
that?
why, what?
I missed where were you talking about?
Oh, Fandar.
Okay.
So if they built up forces there and turned it into a fortress, if they've moved a bunch of armies up the steppe and went up to Ecru, they might not have left anything behind more than a support force because they figure they've got that captured. So that's the idea behind getting somebody to recon and report back only and not try to do any guerrilla attacks, just see how things look there to get recent information. And I think we
If
should
that
probably we
if
should
the
probably go to Radya's Hollow, assuming they haven't gotten there yet, and warn them. Have them send someone to warn Redborough.
well, we did warn one of them, right? One of the
We
three.
Well, yeah,
sent three
You
we
sent three
sent
birds.
three
four.
messengers, one for each town, with a note saying also contact the other towns.
Right. You guys don't
And
know this. As far as you're concerned, all three of them made it.
Yeah.
You as players were there when we rolled dice, and
Yeah,
the only one that had a chance of the Redborough and the Long Shadow failed.
yeah,
The Radius Hollow was the one that you saw succeeded. But like I said,
Right.
you as players know that your characters do not. As far as they're concerned, you sent three birds, and you're hoping some of
right.
them,
Yeah.
Well, then
worked, but you don't know
that,
which ones did and which ones didn't.
but if we go there, we can figure out, okay, it worked or it didn't. And if it did work, how much preparations have been made? Are these cities like defended and all that now, or are they ready to just be swallowed?
Mm-hmm.
How integrated are they, Mike? These four, like from Ecru to Randy's Hollow. How much interaction is there in these places?
These are getting kind of far off from what you guys in Fayendar would have known.
Yeah,
Um, these are more dwarven towns up here, whereas Fayendar was more kind of diverse and actually probably had a much bigger human population than anything else. As soon as you get close to the mountains, they become a lot more dwarven.
And those
But
are
the-
mountains.
these
They're not
these these
just
were
hills.
towns like Long Shadow. You guys know Long Shadow as kind of the large city is too strong of a word, but it's the largest town in that area. You know both the Redboro and Radia's Hollow. You've heard of them, but you know there's just small little either mining towns or small little towns just north of there. But you don't know a whole lot about them. But like I said, Long Shadow is known as kind of it's definitely the biggest of the three, and with it being on the river, that's where all the trade from all those small towns in that area kind of funnel through. And then they can also jump on the river and like head down to Fandar, or there's multiple things they can head down from there. So you definitely know Long Shadow's the biggest one, but you know all three of them were originally formed as small mining towns.
Except for the mining. This is Belleville, Collinsville, and
Yeah.
What's the place with the ketchup bottle?
It's Collinsville.
Collinsville.
That's Gonzo.
Okay, Collinsville.
So you
And
got
all three of them have plenty
Maryville,
of mining
Collinsville,
underneath
and
them.
Belleville.
And Fairview Heights. What I mean, come on. They're cool places, but they're all small
Yeah.
Yeah.
in compared
Yeah,
to
Long Shadow, like I
Yeah.
said, Long Shadow, as
in
far as you know, is
comparison
at
to
least twice the
Chicago.
size of the other ones. But it's still, I mean, it's a good sized town, but it's by no means a city. I mean, Fandar wasn't a
Right.
city; it was just a town.
I mean, if they're
Long-
mining though, there's got to be some kind of interaction going on because
Yeah,
they're mining and they're taking whatever they're mining to somewhere, which probably would be Long Shadow, I would assume.
Hmm.
yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
they're minding their own
So you
business.
know, there's some, trading and stuff going between them, but you just, like I said, you guys are more from down here. I mean,
And from
before
Fandar,
this thing started,
there was trade going on from Fandar because those places were shipping down the river to us, who were shipping down the river to whomever.
and actually, yeah,
Well,
if you
they,
follow this river off the screen to the right, this is basically go a whole nother map length of how wide this map is, go that far again, and you're on a major lake. And that actually, right where that river comes out into that lake, is a major city, like a city, like a really huge city.
Right.
And that's where you said that's where Nanette's going.
there's a
So
huge waterfall on that lake, that river, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not a navigable river, the Meredith River between Long Shadow and Fandar,
right.
Right.
unless
It
that
goes so
map is
far,
not
then
right.
you have got to find a way of lowering it from one level to the other, and then it goes all,
Which
just
I'm sure some around there is some kind of, ford or some kind of, so yeah, you definitely can't take a boat across. Well, you can't once. It just isn't usable
yeah.
for that. But yeah, you're sure. I mean, having a river like that, and especially being mining stuff, which has heavy stuff, there's got to be something around that waterfall that allows you to, walk stuff down to another barge or a
You're
boat.
gonna build something right away for
Yeah,
commerce,
Yeah.
right?
yeah. So it
Do we
wasn't big
know
enough to
what
put a
the
city there because there's no city there, but there's got to be at least something there.
what's the distance, Mike, like between Long Shadow and Redboro? Do we know how far those places are? Like, is it
Um,
days travel or weeks travel, or this map's not very good for,
Probably a day or two's travel.
so not that far.
The
So
thing
those
is,
aren't
it's
really.
mostly it's the foothills of mountains. So there are things you have to go around, but for a group on just foot, you really can just kind of point where the direction you want to go and just walk straight there.
Do we know
Like
what this is?
that's just stuff from the map. I mean, like you see these little pixie things,
They're fairies. Yeah,
pixies and
Ah,
fairies all
okay.
through here.
So from where we are at this fort, we can take an overland route to Radis Hollow or Rajas Hollow
Yeah, that'd probably be the closest one.
and check and see how the preparations are going. If the birds made it,
Hmm.
does anybody know what the hell's going on?
yeah. The Rangers should be able to help us get there, right? Because
Yeah.
they should have some kind of
Well, Ephraim,
system.
Well,
Ephraim could probably
we have a ranger, a druid, and a nature oracle, so we ought to be able to
right.
do it.
Yeah, we ought to be able to make it there on our own.
You guys aren't familiar with this area up here. None of you have been there frequently or know it very well, but yeah, you do have three people that know the forest really well.
Yeah.
So you could probably get one of the rangers to kind of guide you, the fastest way through. But yeah, you guys have kind of expertise among you as far as navigating that. Now, obviously, it's still slower to go through the forest than it is these open plains and just rolling hills out here. but it'd take
That
you
would be that would be my vote.
probably take you three days maybe to get out of the forest.
Well,
Is your best guess?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So do you want to, like I said, you're still here and you're still, conversing with, the refugees you brought with you, almost all the NPCs, like I said, except for Nanette, um, and then the Rangers. So you do have resources here. Right now, obviously, the first priority for most of these people is just getting settled, figuring out who's staying where, figuring out where the livestock's going, figuring all that stuff out and getting it lined up. So then you guys, you know, can turn this into a well-oiled machine and be good to go from here on out. But so you've got a couple days of logistics type stuff just to get everybody settled. But other than that, you do have resources here you can use. So you tell me what you guys want to do and what you want to see if other people can help with, and we'll go from there.
That's a fifth one. So.
Did somebody have the ability to increase weapons, magic bonuses, weapons and arms and armor? Or are we
Yeah,
still
the
working
people in
on
the
that?
cave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've got like that forge thing and talented.
You left Kinning, which is the grumpy dwarf.
Yeah.
That she's your blacksmith from Feyendar.
But can she like make a +1 weapon, a +2 weapon? That's what I'm asking. Just like weapons that we already have. 'Cause that's something that I would be interested in, is improving the weapon that I already have existing.
So you're basically gonna go back and go, so what can you do for me? What have you done for me lately?
You're not sure if she can make it upgrade magical or not. And really, it comes down to the fact that I don't know if I want to give you that or not from an NPC. So,
Right.
You're not sure if she can or not.
She can.
Chuck's like, I read the modules. I read the modules. She
Yep.
can.
I've
Up for a
decided.
vote?
I've decided she can.
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
She's currently making us all +5 holy Avengers. Not that we can use them, just because it'll piss Mike off.
So I'm going to vote for investigating Red Burrow and Long Shadow.
Skipping Redia's Hollow and going straight to the ones that are closer to the action.
Yeah.
What did you say, Mike? It's 3 days to get out of the woods and then
Yeah.
a day to get to the.
Yeah. You guys are right here. About 3 days gets you to right here or, somewhere along the edge here. And then I'd say from the edge of the forest, depending on where you come out, you're probably a day away from either Redia's Hollow or Red Burrow. Once you leave the forest, it's probably 2 days, maybe 2.5 days to Long Shadow.
So do we feel that the fort is in good enough shape that we could leave now and do some recon, or should we stay until they get back? And
like I said, morale is high right now. You guys, and then like I said, everyone there kind of, I wouldn't say feel invincible, but compared to where you guys have come from, everyone's pretty confident in their abilities. And I mean, you guys looking at, I mean, there's actually more people here now than there was when the Ironfang took it over.
so maybe we just go now and.
Like I said, you got about 6 or 7 days before Nanette is scheduled to get back.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'd love to go now too. Then we can at least go check out one of them.
Yeah.
If it does only take 3 or 4 days to get to one, then we can do that in a week.
So I have to ask. Okay, there has been some talk, just kind of not specific, but are we getting close to going up to 9th level?
Yeah.
And here's why I'm asking. Because at ninth level, I can start casting fifth level spells. And
Oh, we
one
can't
fifth
have that then.
Mm-mm.
Great.
one
Thanks.
one fifth level spell is called Tree Stride, which will get me through. I mean, I can't take anybody with me, but
So not as helpful then.
well, it's not as helpful for the
But
whole.
he can get a hell of a distance, warn people, scout areas, do all sorts of things.
That's and then come back.
Yeah.
Again, if this isn't going to be another session or two, then it's irrelevant. But if we're
Tell you
just
what,
waiting before,
I will give you a heads up. Whenever Nanette gets back with the stuff and you guys meet back up, that's the session I'm going to give you your next level.
well, then let's just wait.
We ain't doing jack.
Yeah, we ain't doing
All right then.
Every morning we look at Osloot and say, "How do you feel?"
Do you think you can do it yet?
Nope, not quite.
Not there
Almost
yet.
there.
So anyway, that's why I just brought that. If it's not going to be for a while, then it's irrelevant. But you know,
You have to do it the old-fashioned way this time, but
Yeah.
basically, like I said, let's back up and do what, break the fourth wall or whatever. So you can see behind the DM screen. I'm short, and I think I told you that guys this before. I'm shortening the first leg of this module.
Right.
And basically they're like scouting, actually, you guys did this on your own, but scouting is pretty much roughly the first step of the module. Getting people situated and scouting what's going on. That is the first section. And so that's why I'm like, okay, if you guys go do this little run right now and get back, I'm shortening some of the things, but you guys will effectively be done with the first step. And so that's when you guys level. So
Okay.
technically the reconnaissance is part of the first step. So yeah, I'm not gonna let you just sit here and, you know, sip on mimosas and, sunbathe for a week and get your ninth
Wow.
level. But
Well,
it really,
Mike, basically we've got 4 places to scout, right? Ecru, Long Shadow, Red Burrow, and Radia's Hollow. Or am I going the wrong way? Should we be going south?
well, I think you guys are right in that I think it would benefit you guys to know what's going on in Fayandar, just because that's your home. I
Uh-huh.
mean, it's always been the thought has always been we're going back there. We just are inconvenienced right now and can't go right now. So
You
it would
can't
be
go
nice to
now.
know.
It's
It would be nice to know what's going on there. That one's by far the furthest one away.
Yeah.
So to me, that makes more sense. If you're going to scout that one, you need some sort of NPC help on that one because
right.
that's not feasible for the players to do that. Um, as far as players, I think you're right also in thinking that those three cities over on the left, you need to know what their current status is, if they
Yeah.
receive the message, if they're preparing, all that stuff. So I think you're right in going that direction. But I really think that, yeah, you're right. You've got basically the four towns. Reddy's Hollow, Redboro, Long Shadow, and Fayandar. Those are once you know kind of what's going on in each of those, I think at that stage you guys are ready to make a plan and execute.
So which
well, the
one
most. I
You got
one are
mean,
we
the
you
going
one.
got
to
NPC
first?
groups that can help you. So
Which
Yeah.
one are we going to first?
Let's go to
Uh,
Radius
I-
Hollow.
I-
That's probably the closest.
Yeah, is
right?
Radia's Hollow the closest?
Yeah, I vote for that
Yeah.
one because it's also the
Well, this is
furthest
good.
away from the advancing army. So we
Right.
would get more information there, and then we can move south, knowing that we're
Hopefully the
about to encounter the advancing army and where they are.
So, Mike, we're going to scout this one first.
okay.
Okay.
So you guys are heading there. Are you using the Rangers or any of your other nature allies to
Yeah, if
look
the
at anything
Rangers
else?
are familiar with the woods in this area, then at least one of them as a guide help would be good, even though we have nature people. If they're familiar with this particular piece of nature, we should take advantage of that.
Yeah, we and certainly the druids can, you know, assist
Do druid
with,
things.
skill checks and, identifying this, that, or the next thing.
So
Otherwise,
you are gonna take one
otherwise,
ranger with you, right?
no, I'm going to
Yes.
ride the green dragon the whole way.
Now,
Just tell
Mike,
Kryn that I'm sure he'd agree to it.
Well,
That
he
sounds like
likes
that
me
sounds like
because
something he'd totally do.
he likes me because I heal him. So
Kryn, I want you to be my mount.
don't.
Just
Yes,
I'm
my
gonna jump on.
he's
You're
noble,
gonna
never said that.
you're gonna be our Uber. Can you just cart us
my
around, please?
noble steed.
My noble steed.
Wow.
How about the tree ants and the wood giants
Yeah,
and
what
those
about
guys?
Longfront?
Are they
Mhm.
all in the area still? Are they helpful as well?
Yeah,
Or
they haven't left yet. You guys have only been gone for less than a week. And they've been kind of around helping you guys rebuild. So
Yeah, if Longfront has a way of communicating with other treants or other,
she can communicate distance with other treants and trees,
uh-huh.
but the trees aren't going to be your best scouts.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
Although we maybe can use her to inform the other treants to message some of the other rangers that are more disparate or fled further that this place is now okay to get more people to come.
That, she says, don't have a lot of the rangers that approach the treants, but she's like, I'm more than happy to communicate that out and see if it can help.
Or like, don't rangers have like signs that they leave in the forest? I mean, somehow you need to let know, or let the rangers that went farther that don't know yet, let them know that this fortification is safe again and they come back.
Right. So if there's druids out there, they would have a better chance of receiving that just because
yeah,
the rangers are more martial, the martial
Rangers
arm
don't
of
take a lot of time communicating with treants.
right.
They just,
Whereas
yeah,
druids would. Um, and so um that might help. And like I said, the treants and the ash giants and the ones that you've befriended,
right.
the the rangers, it's not like you guys are giving group hugs every time you see each other. There's just a mutual respect, and the rangers know, okay, if there's a treant over there, he's going to be guarding that, worried about that. I just need to give him space, and we're all good. It's not like they're going to go up and high five and sit and chat for half hour at a time.
Yeah, they're not hobbits.
They're yeah, but so they're not enemies, but they're not enemies by any stretch of the imagination. But they're just not super close. They're gonna be, oh, let's train, let's go, talk with him and see what he's been up to. How his weekend went, kind of thing. So so you, it's possible there could be some of that happening. It's possible that communication could get to rangers, but druids they've got more spells. They do spend more time interacting with plant life and stuff like that, and can actually talk with them. And so that would actually probably help more to get druids' attention,
Yeah.
which in turn,
Which,
druids and
yeah,
rangers are friends. So if you let the druids know they're out there on their own, then if they're walking along and if they would see a ranger, they probably would go up and chat with them and see what's going on and just kind of visit. That might be a way to get that across. But just going straight to the rangers, it you probably wouldn't get that big of a response.
well, yeah, I think we should definitely just talk with Herg and Longfrond and let them kind of tell us what they can and can't do as much as help as possible. Kryn, I don't know if Kryn,
Well, you can crack it, but it's getting cold tonight.
I don't know what kind of help Kryn can be, but whatever help he can give us, I'll take.
So Kryn, and you guys are starting to figure this out. Kryn has always kind of seen you guys as kind of like you would see a pet. You do value your pet. As a matter of fact, after a while, you would be sad if that pet's not there, but not the same as an equal or a
Right.
family member. So you guys have gone from useful tool to almost pet territory. That's probably the best analogy I can give you.
Is it better to
Um,
be a useful tool or a pet?
Well, you guys are kind of both right now.
It's
Definitely.
better to
You
be
are
a
a
useful
useful tool, but you're also you've helped him enough and he's helped you enough that
You don't
friendship is too
scratch
strong of
tools
a word,
ears.
but there's definitely a beneficial relationship there.
If he were a shepherd, we'd be a border collie.
Yeah. So like I said, you guys are getting more in his good graces, and especially it probably helps that, you've sur as a group, you've surpassed him in power. When you first met him, he could have probably
Right.
taken you all on and wiped you out, and now that's not the case. So all those things considered, there is a relationship there. It's just not, I would not call it friendship at this stage.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't either. But I don't know if there's any way that we could convince him to help, and I don't know what kind of help that would be.
I
Without
was
looking needy, because that's
I
always
was
the
kind of
problem.
joking about riding him over there, just pointing that out.
Right.
Yeah.
I would I would have
I
to think
think
long and hard on what his reaction would be to that.
so. I
Yeah.
figure if we can get the word out to I guess the druids is the best idea to try to gather more of the rangers back in and have that done while we're walking to Raja's Hollow.
Hmm.
So they can do that like in the background.
Okay. All right. Well, Oslo, you are the you are the ranking druid in this fort as pretty much the only one that's come back. Um, but you do know there's other druids throughout the forest. You don't know how many of them
Sure.
died with this Ironfang thing that's been going on. Um, you lost a lot of the rangers.
Yeah, so I mean the question is I haven't really heard, okay, is the party wanting to, to just kind of use this as a home base, or are we going to be heading towards the fort, which is going to take us some multiple days, and while we're en route, be, out because Osloot will, certainly I can, shape change into any beast, and I can go almost undetected, other than to be almost hunted, if I'm a
Right.
stag or
We
something.
are we are going to Raja's Hollow.
Okay, so then certainly Osloot would say, um, and offer, okay, while we're en route, I will be out searching for other, other druids
Well,
and
you can
rangers.
also you've got I'm sure there's spells you've got that can communicate with plants and
Well, sure.
communicate with plants, just like Longfront can do the same thing. So really, before you wouldn't need to so much scout while you're out, but just spend the last day you got here kind of using those spells and all that to reach out to the plants in the different directions to basically say, hey, this is what's going on here. If anyone else reaches out to you, meaning any more treants, any more druids, whatever, please let everyone know that this fort is now safe again, and
We got this.
Got it.
so like I said, this is more not something you need to do while you're traveling, just something you do before you guys take off. And like I said, Longfron can do the same thing. And she when you guys get back here, you'll hear from her that she's about ready to go back to where you found her, which is kind of halfway between you guys found her. So this is where you guys are at now. This is about where the caves were. You found her like somewhere in here. So kind of in the middle of all this. So she has basically told you guys once you guys get back that within the next few days she's going to head back to her forest. Um, but she lets you know, she's on your side, and if you need her for anything, just let her know and she'll help in any way she can.
And how about the wood giants? Are they affiliated with the trance or are they on their own?
The ash
How do they?
giant, he doesn't really have a home. He just kind of wanders and tries to make sure no one's doing anything bad to the forest and clean up any messes that, you know, you humanoid folk make. Um, so he's been kind of staying with you because not with you as a group, but with your group because you guys have helped him with the big threat, which was the hobgoblins. Matter of fact, he blamed you for something the hobgoblins did and was about ready to try and kill you guys until you guys turned it into a parlay situation. And so he sees right, at least right now, his job is best, I guess, executed by staying with you to help you get rid of the rest of these hobgoblins, which are not friends of the forest. And you guys have also talked about, hey, we're humans, so we do need to use the forest. But if you can help us figure out how to do it in a way that doesn't permanently damage it, we're more than willing to try that. And so he also sees a benefit to helping you guys as you need to cut down forest for building stuff or for firewood or whatever. He sees his his presence training the guys that you're sending out to do this in a way that, here, let's get rid of the dead stuff, let's get rid of the old stuff, and that way it allows the new stuff to keep growing and all that kind of stuff. He sees a benefit to that. So as long as you guys are listening to him and kind of doing what he's saying, he basically, as Ted said, he kind of sees helping you guys live, one with the forest is how he's basically best doing his job of, keeping the forest healthy.
He's not part of a community though. He's just kind of a
No, he
solitary
just kind of
creature.
wanders and helps out where he can. And so you just kind of have to, the only reason you came across him is because you guys both saw the same smoke, coming up from the grove of trees that the hobgoblins torched.
No.
And you guys just happened to get there at the same time, and so he just assumed you guys did it. But yeah, he was just kind of wandering at the time, just, oh, that's bad. Let me go see what needs to happen there, what I need to do to fix that.
Well, the only it'll take me a little bit of time because according to the speak with the plants spell, I have to find friendly plants. That'll do a favor for me. Um,
You're surrounded
and
by them, so it shouldn't take you long to find some.
Okay. So anyway, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm off.
Okay. So the last day you're there, Oslug's probably not around. You're probably
No.
just outside the fort in the forest right around the fort, just communing with the plants and trying to send messages out
Yep.
to get the word out.
He's getting his weed on.
Okay. Don, refresh my memory. Was Ephraim ever made an official ranger, or was he just kind of being courted by them, and that's where I know that's how we started the campaign, but I don't remember since then if he's been made an official ranger or not.
he he is a ranger, but he wasn't in with some of the groups that had the forts and stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's a
He
ranger,
was
but he's
good
not part
friends
of the.
with three of them. One of which was that uh,
The half.
Sirio
Yeah,
that we
Serial.
actually met. Yeah, the Halfling Ranger.
Yeah, you rescued him, and he's actually here in this fort with you guys.
Yes,
Him and his little peg leg.
and he was part of the more organized group.
I hate this name, Sharnarcedo or what? I don't know.
Sirio.
No, the Rangers, the name of the Rangers,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Charnarcedo or whatever. Um, I've tried to say it a dozen times and I still can't remember it and say it right. Um, okay, so
So if any knight can knight a knight, then I mean, I guess he could make me a ranger in that group, but I haven't been before.
right, I know your backstory was they had courted you a few times and you had considered it, but the fact that you had a family in
That was the
Fayetteville,
only thing keeping me from doing it, right?
you basically like, I don't want to spend all this time in here and leave my family to fend for themselves.
Yeah, I spent enough time away from them already.
Right. But now, your family is in the forest with you.
Yeah,
They're they're staying in these forts, so okay. Um, that's all I've got. So you're sending so Doug is sending the word out via plants. Are you
right.
sending any groups of rangers out to any of these four? I mean, obviously you probably wouldn't send them to the same one you're going to, but Are you trying to send them to Long Shadow, Redboro, or Fayendar to get
I think we
information?
should.
Yeah, I think we should too.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that, and I think that if it is
Two
if
to
it
two
is
to four
reason,
rangers. If we can send 2 to 4 rangers to each of the places, we'll handle Raja's Hollow. But if they can handle Redboro and Long Shadow,
And the job you're sending them on isn't to interact and to do anything. It's really just
just
to see
recon.
what just recon. Okay. So you're probably, I'd say you send in
I'll t-
groups of three, and you're
I'm
probably going to
going to tell
send
you what
the
they're going to look for, Mike.
uh-huh.
They're going to look for Sam and Doc. Sam is strength, which is numbers, armament and movement. Doc is deployment, organization, and communication.
Wow, you just come up with that?
yeah, really, no
No, I
kidding.
read that a long time ago, and I always remembered it. Sam and Doc.
Okay. All right. So my guess is you're probably going to send your more advanced, your best ones down south,
Yeah,
since that's the longest trip down to
yeah.
Fayendal. And then the other two you're going to send to Long Shot and Redboro. They will travel faster than you because it's just a few of them and they're all rangers, so they're all really good at this. Whereas you've got some folks in your group that are not rangers that don't travel as fast or as long. So okay. All right. That's what's going on. You guys then after a couple days of being here and getting logistics set up, then the group of you guys, you've got one ranger with you to kind of show you the best paths and the quickest way to get out of the forest toward Radya's Hollow. But I'm warning you ahead of time, he's going to be less NPCs.
Useless as hell.
He's going to be very good to take you guys around things, but he's not going to be helpful in combat. So, but all right. That's the thing. So, like I said, 2 days after getting here, everybody set up. Also, just send his messages, and when you guys get up the next morning, you guys kind of load up with some probably about a week's worth of provisions, and you guys head off, heading west. Okay, you guys just traveling during the day, and I guess just doing a camp at night. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would
Yes.
imagine.
Standard travel.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's out front typically? You guys all stand together. You got scouts. If you do have scouts, how many? How far are they out? Who are?
Dog and I.
Okay, everyone else is in a group behind you. How far behind you?
100 feet.
Okay. All right. Um, you guys take off the first day. It's just getting across the river, and basically you're getting just away from the fort. The ranger you brought with you, he is one of the ones that came back after you guys left, so you guys didn't see it wasn't one of the ones you rescued. Um, he'll basically the way you're going, he'll actually say, "This is actually the direction I came." Um, he said after I found that the fort had been taken, and that there was basically no way I could you know, slip in there and get out, especially with the dragon and everyone else that was there. But he'll basically tell you that those the path you're taking are the ones that he traveled. So he's like, I've been here recently. um, get this thing going. He'll ask you guys also a lot about, what's going on, what happened with the other forts, what have you guys seen? He's very obviously he didn't know what was going on with all this stuff, so he's wanting to know who did you see, who did you rescue, what are the conditions of the other forts, I assume you guys are just being completely honest
Unless
about
anyone
everything.
objects, I'm going to be fully forthright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, he does get a little discouraged when you talk about the condition that you guys left, basically found or left the other forts in. Um, and especially when you talk about the fort where you got the dragon equipment. That was the one that
Yeah.
had the trolls there and like everyone was dead.
It
Um,
was it was the most devastated fort. It would take the
yeah.
longest to rebuild. That's a future project.
And he asked specifically, now if you remember back when you got to that one, I had told you that Doug only knew one person at that fort, and it was the sorceress, basically the sorcerer,
Right.
who was in charge there. Um, when you talk about that fort, he gets kind of emotional, and you can tell that he must have had either a current or potential relationship with her. And she's the one you actually found, had been like you found her skull or her skin somewhere or something. She would,
Yes.
yeah, she had been dismembered. Um, so you guys figure that out as he gets kind of emotional as you tell him that. Um, but then after a few hours after he comes out of it, you definitely see a more fiery, steely resolve as far as, he's doing the right thing and he definitely needs to help you, you know, decimate anything that's associated with this with these Ironfang folks. Um,
So not a less NPC then?
what's that?
So not a less NPC?
Oh, I'm still going to make him a less NPC. But
He's just fired up. He's just fired up in his uselessness.
yeah,
Yeah.
so he's going to be a very fired up, useless one. So like I said, the first day, that's kind of the biggest thing that comes up is like I said, you found out that, as you're just kind of being very upfront and honest with what you guys have seen, you stumbled across that, yeah, he didn't know that she had passed away and that the entire fort was completely demolished. Um, you guys settle in for the night. Um, I need a watch order. Who's on for what watch and how, what people are doing what watch. I need that.
Valky's a night owl. She's with Sly. He's also a night owl, so I usually take the wee hours.
I'll take first.
I'll take second because I kind of need unbroken sleep for long enough to get all my spells back. Not that I've cast any.
I mean, I can take your shift too. I mean, if you need to sleep throughout the night.
Kevin, take the last shift.
Yeah.
I will.
Does everyone have a partner or is there anyone doing shifts by themselves?
Um, I'll do a shift by myself with dog.
I got Sly.
I can get up at the end with Parag.
Okay.
And if I'm not, I mean, whatever shift I take, if I need one this time, I'll do it with the bear with Kodiak.
I do have to get 8 hours of sleep too. So,
Take your you go last watch because that way you can rest it first.
okay.
Okay, so put it in the chat, would you? Who's doing first watch? Who's doing second? You got 3 watches to cover.
If we're doing it in pairs, I can do first watch with Don.
First watch, Ephraim, dog, and Echo. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
His dog likes
Second
me.
watch, who's got what?
Dog likes me better anyway.
Yeah. Takeshi?
I need either end or beginning. 'Cause
Okay, then
I got to rest for spells.
we're gonna put Kirog in the middle one because he doesn't need to.
Yeah.
Wrong chat.
Yeah, there's a new noise I wasn't sure of.
What?
I just heard a noise I wasn't
Continue.
familiar with.
Keep going. You're doing great.
He said Mike said to put it in the chat, and I'm like, wait a minute. Anyway, you're talking about the chat on roll 20. Sorry.
I'm doing the cat on roll 20. Yeah.
Okay.
K-Rog, Osloot, the Bears with them. That's second watch.
Kodiak.
Because Doug really doesn't have to study; he just has to pray at the end and get
That's
you.
right. I mean, and I'm fine with it.
And then third is Takeshi, Valky. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Right.
All right. Okay, so okay. So who's second watch? Karog and Osloot. Um, give me perception checks.
Would love to.
Second. Kodiak's perception and Osloot's perception.
Herog is not too perceptive.
Well, not compared to Osloot and the Bear.
Exactly.
15's not bad, but
No, but still.
Once they point it out, though, you're right on it.
Right. I rolled a 2. Come on.
Okay. So Doug, during the middle of the night, you hear somewhere off to the west, you hear what sounds like a fight or a not a fight. Um, you hear some wildlife, like all of a sudden there's some kind of skirmish. This is a distance away. Um, and within let's see around so within 10 seconds ish, it goes back silent again.
It goes silent. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I
As
said,
silent as it was before.
you're just sitting there just kind of, trying to stay awake during your watch. And like I said, the other two people don't notice anything. That's how far it is and how hard this is to hear. Like I said, this is a good distance away, off to your west. But like I said, you hear what sounds like all of a sudden a skirmish, kind of um like if an animal ambushed another animal. So like I said, there wasn't a build up to a fight, like warnings and stuff like that and growling. It was just instantly a fight and it was over pretty rapidly.
I'm going to do a knowledge nature
Okay.
and just see if it was, I mean, see if I can figure out what it is. Knowledge nature is a, plus 14. So is
27.
this something that is, well, I mean, there's hunting and somebody,
Right.
is it
27. You think just by the little bit you heard, you think one of the animals involved was an elk, a deer, something in that family of creatures. But that's the only sound that you heard that you could kind of identify. But it was, like I said, a deer, antelope, elk, whatever would be in this area. Um, you're fairly certain that's the noise you heard. You,
Well, the next thing,
you didn't
this
make
is
out any other noises, any other creatures.
okay. Well, and a DM's prerogative. If I am concerned that this may be, some kind of assailant to us or someone that shouldn't be, if
The
this
only
isn't a
thing,
completely natural thing, I'll turn into a hawk or a woodland bird and go fly out and see what I can see.
like I said, this is quite a distance away. Um, so like I said, the other two folks with you didn't even hear it and didn't look like they acknowledged it at all. So like I said, really good distance away. It was just your super sharp hearing that picked this up.
All
The
right.
only odd thing that you think is not, I mean, a deer having a scuffle in the middle of the night, you know, something could stumble upon a deer that's just resting. That doesn't strike you as that far out of the ordinary. The only thing that's a little odd is just how quickly it started and how quickly it stopped.
Like it was dinner.
Am I win? All right. I'm just going to make note of it. And will we be heading in that direction?
That is west is the direction you guys are heading.
All right. Well, we'll just keep our eyes open.
Well, Kodiak rolled a natural 20, right?
Yeah.
So how did he react?
Um, it's still only a 21.
Well, it's a natural
He
20.
he might have like looked around the same time Osloot did, but didn't seem to comprehend what Osloot did.
I mean, and Kodiak as a species, of course, is very accustomed to, well, that was somebody. Okay. And
Yeah,
I have a bond with him. I will ask him point blank, what do you think that was?
like I say, he didn't get as good as, you
All
know,
right. Then
good
there's
as
no
you.
reason for me to go investigate.
I
I guess
mean,
that's what I'm.
he would not be concerned at all about what he heard. One, he
Yep.
didn't quite hear it as well as you did, but it was so far in the distance that to him it's like, okay, it's a non-issue. It's not close to here,
Okay.
so I don't care.
We'll make note of it, and we're heading in that direction anyway. So, if anything, tomorrow I'll shape change into an owl and fly in that direction ahead of the party.
Okay. All right. Um, the rest of the night goes uneventful. Um, no other odd noises or whatever. You guys break camp in the morning. Um, you find that your companion was up first. He's already got, a very small campfire started with probably some kind of tea or coffee or something brewing as you guys are waking up. He's not used to traveling with all these people and with all these resources, so he's taking advantage of the fact that you guys probably have this kind of stuff with you. And as a ranger by himself, he didn't have none of this. It had been like waking up and like, chewing on a pine cone and then taking off. So, um, yeah, you guys get up, typical morning from where you're at, and you guys are probably off within an hour of waking up. Um, I need perceptions from, you said Don and I'm sorry, Ephraim and Dog are up front.
Yes.
Okay, I need two perceptions from both of you.
And I would certainly have told you about the experience. So if you're up
Yeah,
front,
I'm assuming you did, and that's
yeah.
why that's why I'm
I
I'm
would
giving,
hope so.
giving these. Like I said, I need two from each for each person.
Okay, so that's the
That's
first
the
one.
first one for both.
There you go.
Okay. Um,
No, part of this is due that we're in the forest, so I have additionals, which
Right,
are here
right.
because I'm in the forest.
Um,
So if you're thinking those are pretty high, that's why.
those
Yeah.
are pretty high. Um,
Look at high. What are you high?
so you guys are traveling on, like I said, Doug, I'm sure in the morning kind of said, "Hey, I heard something, out the direction we were heading, so maybe, could be something be attacked or whatever, so just keep an eye out for stuff."
hmm
So yeah, so obviously you are looking more for that kind of stuff as you're going. Um, as you are walking through, you get to a spot that seems a little too quiet for you, but you stop and look around, you don't see anything. So after a brief pause, you continue on, and as you're walking, all of a sudden, Dog just stops in his tracks and doesn't move, but there's like this super low growl. I guess
Yep.
that probably he does that. He probably does this just,
Good.
his normal his normal way of life.
I'm about to fuck something up.
It's
Sound.
right. But you hear that and he just stops and you can see his eyes darting back and forth. But like I said,
Okay.
you look around, you're not seeing anything. Like I said, other than, maybe 30 seconds before, you were like, okay, it just seems a little too quiet. Not so much that you're like, oh gosh, something's about to attack me, but
But now the dog
it
has
does it does
gotten
have
onto
you second
something.
guessing, and you're like, okay, I don't want to look stupid in front of my friends that I'm jumping at nothing, but something just, like I said, not enough to really freak you out and like have you draw your bow and like notch an arrow and like get ready to shoot something, but enough that you're like, okay, something's not quite right here. Um, but that being said, you don't fall in the trap, but I will. Let me see. Everyone's here, right? Yep. Let's grab the whole group. Go find the temperature. Okay. Let me bring you all to this screen.
Ooh, look, a new screen.
It's quite a chilly.
Looks a lot like the old one.
You would.
Love you.
Yeah,
Go to
yeah.
bed, kid.
There we go.
She just like froze, waiting.
I know.
Like eventually he's gonna see me.
Hmm.
All right, good night, girl.
It eventually happened.
All right.
Should have not said something and see how long she'd stay there.
I would have said something.
She'd probably stay there all night.
Chuck, please, Chuck, Chuck.
Chuck, save me. Love you too.
I'm being
Um,
hugged to death. Tell her to go to bed.
Okay. So you two are out front.
Yep.
Rest of you guys are actually, if you're back in this area, I'll let you guys arrange yourself around where all these folks are. Just
Yeah.
not more than a few squares from where you're at, but you can arrange yourself in whatever order you want.
Well, I think Osloot was bringing up the rear, so
Well, that would have been on purpose. I think I'm the slowest one of everybody. So there you go. Okay, now we're good.
Okay. Um, oh man, where'd my whisper button go? Dang it. Okay, I don't have it on this one. Have I never whispered to any of you guys?
No.
No, we won't allow it.
Okay, what is it? W slash and then the person?
Yeah.
Slash W, I think.
Slash W.
Slash W.
And then pick the person.
Mhm.
And start typing, and a yellow box will show up with possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like slash W space and then person's
The name.
name.
Okay.
And at that stage, I need initiative from everyone. Hang on, let me make sure the list is okay. This does look clear.
All right, didn't want to do it. All right. Shit.
You're
I'll
Wow.
still
be
watching
first.
the you're still watching the
Kodiak and
sleep
I will
audio.
be first next round.
You did say you were bringing up the rear.
Yeah,
Yes, you
I
so
are.
certainly
it makes
did.
sense.
And Karag's first, so he can run away from the healer.
Yes, that's my goal.
Get outside of healer range as quickly as you
Right.
can.
Exactly. Actually, Ephraim's first.
He's another one who likes to run away from the healer.
I just start away from him.
Yeah.
I thought
I'm blaming the GM. He makes me run away.
I literally did roll the one. Yeah. I got a +4 on my initiative. Oh, God. Ugh.
Well, you're saving all your good rolls for the combat.
Oh yeah, and as we know, my such good rolls the last
Yeah.
combat almost died. Ugh.
Okay,
Oh,
everybody's in
we all-
there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
7. Okay. Okay.
Oh, brother. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess it makes sense that you got your initiative, even though I didn't want you to get your initiative. Okay, Ephraim, you're up.
Okay, so I noticed that right in front of me. Is it man-made or is it like spiders?
Um, don't know for certain because the man-made one kind of looks like regular web, but if you had to guess, you'd probably guess spiders.
Okay. Um, and I know it's right in front of me, but I don't actually see anything. I don't see
You
enemies
see
on the
that?
map.
Yeah, and that's on purpose.
Okay.
You see the edge I told you about right where I told you.
Right. Okay. Um,
So at this stage, nothing's
so
happened. So
I tell dog to stay and guard.
uh-huh.
Don't move anywhere. Okay.
Hmm.
And I've got my bow out, scanning the area right in front of me and to the left and right.
Okay,
But I
give me a
will.
perception.
Okay. Uh, perception. Get that out of the way. Ephraim's. It's Ephraim's perception.
Not right there.
And that's
Okay.
dogs.
Um,
Okay.
you see what
Carcass?
looks to be a carcass or remains right there.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to see from where you're at, but it looks like there's something up there.
Okay. But there's something right in front of me also, right?
Yeah.
Trapdoor spider.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, dog, stay, guard, and I'm just scanning. I'm waiting. And I will yell back, guys, come up, but don't pass me. There's something up here.
Okay.
I'll say it loud enough for them to hear me, so.
Okay. Um, okay. That's what's going to happen, right? Karog, you're up.
So I don't see anything either. I'm assuming.
Give me a perception.
I'm not
Nope.
seeing much of anything.
Nope. You hear him yelling it to come
I've
up,
got
and that there's
toes.
something up there, but
Right.
you don't see what he's looking at or what he's
Okay.
concerned
So I'm
about.
just gonna stay where I'm at, get ready for whatever just happens to pop up.
So in essence, you're leaving the combat to fight for himself.
No, I'm moving one step closer to the healer.
You guys should give him a hard time about leaving the healer.
Need some of those rubber bands, Chuck, that you can just attach to everybody so they
There you
can't
go.
get.
Yeah, bungee cords.
I need those boots so I can move more than 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Carrick, are you just moving a step back and that's it? You're not.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. I'm wait till whatever out there shows its face.
Okay. Dog. You told him to.
He is staying put and growling.
It's not a full growl yet. It's just the low.
Yeah.
He's prepared, but okay, Takeshi, you're up.
Okay, I'll start walking up.
And actually, you can do a perception for dog to see if he sees the thing that you see.
30. What are you seeing, Ephraim?
Actually, you can give me perception at that range too.
24.
You're a little bit further back, but I think you would see something on the ground right there, but from that distance, you probably can't make out what it is, but you can see something that's breaking, the natural grass that's flowing through the area right there.
Okay, where I'm at,
It's
this
something on
area
the ground. That's all you can tell.
between me and Ephraim, though, it doesn't look disturbed or.
No,
Nothing between you and I.
it's just
Just
right
right
here,
past us.
and you can see, like I said, something's on the ground, but
Okay, I'm gonna move up next to Ephraim and stop. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. that stage with that perception, as you get closer, it looks like a carcass or like a body or something like that up there. Okay, Echo, you're up.
I'm gonna move to here. Because I'm going to show Karog what it means to stay back. I'm now ahead of the barbarian.
No, ahead of the barbarian. Okay, so
Hoorah.
move. Are you doing anything else?
Nope, I don't see anything. So
Give me a perception.
29.
You're like standing
Actually,
right on
from
it.
that distance, you see what looks like a carcass up here,
Okay.
like a body or a carcass or something. You're
Can
too
I
far back to
tell?
get any, you're too far back to get any details, but it's definitely something laying there that used to be alive.
Now it's a carcass.
I'm going to yell back to Oslu. What did you hear getting attacked last night?
You're met with silence.
You're asking Oslut?
Yes.
Yes. You told us
Uh,
you heard something
I mean, I
attack
just
last night.
it sounded like natural to us, referring, pointing to Kodiak. It sounded like to us it was like just some natural, attack and somebody grabbing dinner.
Well, there's a carcass up here.
Well, that could have been dinner.
Yeah, which might be what you heard.
That could be, yeah.
We don't see anything, but dog is reacting
Well,
like
because dog doesn't want to be dessert.
like he smells
No.
something.
Dog, dog's probably seen his share of getting his shit kicked out of
Yeah, he has.
him.
So that's as
Uh,
far as I can move.
Okay. All right, Valky, you're up.
Valky and Sly are going to take the sky.
Okay.
So, double move.
Just
I
give
really
yourself the
don't
little
need
blue
double-
dot and put the number of tens of feet you are up in the air. So if you're 50 feet up in the air, then put a 5 on the blue dot. But you can only go 6 if you're casting it this round. I think it's a standard action, isn't it?
It's no, it's not. It's a stand. Well, it's a hex.
Right.
It's a
But I think it's
yeah.
still a standard action for you to do that hex.
No,
So
I don't think so because hang on, let me go back. We do this every time. I think
I thought we said that last time. We figured out it was kind of like casting a spell, even though it's not really a spell.
standard action. Yeah, it's a standard action, which does not
So,
provoke an attack
right.
of opportunity. That's the unusual thing.
Right. That's yeah.
Okay.
So first action is to give yourself the ability to fly. You do have a
Okay.
move action left, so you can go 60 feet. But if you're going up in the air, that has to be part of that 60 feet.
And
So
you go up half as fast. So if I go 20, that leaves 40. I can go up 20.
so yeah, you can move to
out
there.
20.
Yeah, move over there and then give
Okay.
yourself the blue dot with a 2 in it, which takes your 20 feet up in the air.
Put a 2 in it, you said?
Yep.
Or 2 0.
You can only
You
do
can only
single digits.
go a single digit.
So that's why we just say that's
That work?
that's the tens
Okay.
of feet you are up.
Now, Sly, on the other hand, that would be a free action. So he should be able to do a double move.
Yeah. Whatever his flight speed is.
Is it the same rules of flying? Like he goes half as fast up?
Would you try to climb?
Okay,
I think
so-
so. I think so.
Okay, so he's going to go where I am and then hang on. I got to measure. Okay, so then he's going to head here, but he's 20 foot up also.
Okay. And both of you two can give me perceptions.
Oh, hang on, Sly's perception is different. Okay, there's Sly. That's not so good.
Natural 1. I hate,
Yeah. We also
Okay.
have toes.
You guys spend all your energy flying. You don't have energy left to watch, to look at anything.
That is so crazy. Wow. Okay, yeah, cool. But we're up here. We're looking
Okay.
for our fingers.
All right. Wait with that.
I
Austin,
have
you're up.
toes.
I have toes. Boy, if I'm looking at my toes while I'm flying, I'm gonna run into a tree.
Okay. Oslut is going to cast Magic Fang onto Kodiak and tell Kodiak and point to the party and say, protect. And he's going to come forward. And Oslut is going to then take the rest of his turn to convert into a green dragon.
Aren't those both standard actions?
Uh, it might be, yeah.
So you can do one of them, and then you got a move action, but I think you have to wait till the next turn to.
Then I will move up. Um, yeah, near
Okay.
that, and
So then next round you
and
can do that.
yep. Hopefully, I can get a. Can I get a perception check?
Yep, both of you can.
Even worse.
Yeah, from about that distance, you guys really aren't seeing anything with those rolls. Okay. Ephraim, you're up.
Okay, I'm telling Takeshi and Sly there's like webs on the ground in front of me, and that I point out to this carcass over here. I'm going to just ready an action with my bow and shoot at any hostile creature that might appear. Meanwhile, I'm telling Dog to just, still stay where he's at.
I can try to shoot an acid splash and see if anything pops up.
Okay. That's that. So Karog, you're up.
Um,
And actually, Don, give me 2 new perceptions.
Oh,
Okay. Wow. Okay. Dog is still being ever vigilant.
yeah.
Those are good
Moving
rolls.
forward. So somewhere right behind this tree,
Okay.
Ephraim thinks he saw the ground ever so slightly move
Okay.
back behind where that carcass is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Carol, you're up.
damn it. I'm going to move up to here, and I'm going to see what I can see.
Okay, give me a perception. $20. You see this carcass over here on the ground.
Okay.
You're not sure what it is or was, but you
Okay.
definitely can see that.
All
And
right.
you can see
Um,
Ephraim's ass.
And yeah, but that's
I
as,
got it.
that's as much as you can see.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to wait until something
Definitely.
happens.
Okay.
Well,
Dog. Dog still waiting?
Dog is waiting. I gotta
Okay.
let Dale out.
All right, Takeshi, you're up.
Mm. So do I see spider webs anywhere?
Give me a perception.
Web, spider web.
I'm letting you know until this is in full-fledged battle, everyone gets a perception every round. No, you don't see any webs and you don't see anything other than, this carcass over here.
I'm gonna move up a little bit. I'm gonna
Okay.
toss
I
an
need,
acid splash like
I need a I need a reflex save as soon as you move into that square.
12.
Okay, that is not enough. Everyone sees this without rolling a perception.
Ouch.
Trapdoor spider.
This basically a bunch of grass, and you can see webbing shoots up out of the ground. This huge spider comes out, and dang it,
It is huge.
hang on, I need to.
we'll redirect the acid splash to that. Assuming I can.
Get a cup and put it outside.
Hey, are
Who'd you have
ready
to let
action?
out, Don?
Huh?
Who'd you have to let out?
Dale.
Oh, God. Poor Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Dale.
Uh, 14, but it's not that or anything like that. So, hey.
Yeah, I tripped the trapdoor. Apparently there's two of them.
Yeah,
Do what?
anything worse than one is two.
No, I was just telling Don that I tripped the trapdoor because he was gone.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
Hang on.
I'm thinking at some point it was going to show up anyway. So
Does the 21 hit you?
What is that +1? Let's see here.
We don't have a health bar for this thing. Did you take my damage?
No.
I have a +1 to AC versus attacks made by traps. Does this count for that? If it does, I've got a 21. Otherwise, I got a 20.
Okay, well, either one of them hits. A 21 would hit a 21.
21 still hits, yeah.
Okay, let me make sure you guys can see it. Okay, do you see a health bar? Dang it.
No.
No, you don't.
Just mark it as dead.
yeah, let's go with
Yeah.
that.
Can I do a ranged touch attack, Mike, or did the trapdoor stop me from doing an attack?
Dang it. Oh, that's why. Hang on. Sorry. Gotta be smarter than what you're working with. And apparently I'm not. Okay, let's do that. Back to that. Back to that. Okay, now do you see a health bar?
Yes.
Okay,
It's quite healthy.
Now take away 15 points.
sure you want me to do that?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so Takeshi you hit 13 damage. I need a fortitude save from you.
$18.
Okay. You're pretty sure this thing has some kind of venom, but you managed to shake it off when it hits you.
Okay. Well, if I can't attack, I got a 20. Ranged touch attack.
A ranged touch.
For acid splash.
So you're casting the spell next to it?
Well, I was doing that as I was moving
Oh, you
forward.
were.
Yeah, I was intending on casting it in front of the carcass, but obviously now that there's a huge spider in front of me, that's where it's going to go. So
Trying to
yeah,
figure out there was a reaction for
Going
to
to
do
kill your
this,
dinner.
but you are casting a spell right in front of it, which technically provokes, even though it just had one.
What if you
Um,
cast defensively? That's what you have to do.
Yeah, you cast defensively, otherwise it is going to get another attack on you.
I mean, I failed my reflex, so I probably wouldn't have.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and give you a chance to cast defensively if you want.
How do I do that?
So first level, this is a 0 level spell, right?
Yeah.
So it counts as a first level. So it's twice that. So you need to roll, add your caster level. So it's D20 plus 8, and you're trying to beat a 7. You're trying to match or beat a 17.
Well, I'm only 4th level, but
Oh,
so
okay.
16.
D20
So-
plus 8, wasn't it? Oh.
But that's
Oh, fourth
caster
level
level. I
caster. Okay,
forgot.
okay, yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do get the spell off, so give me damage.
And what is the cantrip?
but
Normally
it's
it's
gonna
1d3, but I think it's 2d3 now, or is it
no, it's
3d3?
D3. You're 8th level, so it'd be 4D3.
Okay.
Basically, it behaves kind of like Magic Missile does. Every other level, you get another die, up until a maximum of 5 of those dice.
Boy, I keep forgetting that. That's so cool.
Okay. 6 points.
So 6 points
Acid.
of acid. So yeah, you're walking through and you're just starting to cast this spell. This thing jumps out, bites you. You finish the spell and like fling it at him, and yeah, it hits him, and acid starts, burning into its abdomen. But as you're finishing casting, it reaches over and attacks again.
That misses.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the choice. Do you want me to do the shot,
85?
or do you want double damage?
That's a horrible. Why don't you roll first to make sure you can confirm that? I'm gonna say you're gonna not confirm that.
Okay, actually, that's possible. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I don't like the other two choices. Yeah, you okay. Well, I'll take the chart. What the hell? How bad could it be?
Some of these chart things like kill like on the roll, right?
Yeah, I think the chart's more fun, unless you just know you got something terrible.
Chart's
You can
more
take double
fun.
damage.
I can always reincarnate you.
You want me to roll, or are you gonna roll?
I'll let you choose. Do you want to roll your own fate? If you roll high, it's
It's a D100, right?
yeah,
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Nice way to end the night.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
90? Holy crap.
Medic!
Oh, look, another person who runs too far from the medic.
The spider is backed up and it's put its butt on your head.
Okay. Because you're a player.
Because you're a player.
So this is what it
Hopefully you're a
says.
player,
Just
baby.
just reading what it says. Strike through foe's back, severs a vein. Foe is stunned for 12 rounds, then dies.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm gonna say, since you're a player, that you die because of blood loss. So how many total hit points do you have? Like when you're healthy?
69.
69. So
Great.
that's about okay. You've got a bleed of 10 right now. So you are stunned.
Medic.
You were
Yeah.
stunned kind of for a while, and you got a bleed of 10.
Okay.
And you do take the 16 damage.
We can't leave it here. Can we? Seems
No.
cruel.
Well, we're almost finished this round, so. And like I said, you got a bleed of 10, and that's what's going to kill you.
Yeah.
Echo's going to save it.
Well, the bleed, I mean, any kind of heal will stop that, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Echo, you're up.
Here's your one and only chance.
Goddamn people walking too far away from me. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers just need to die.
They better get me my damn
I was
boots.
within distance.
15. To everybody in the circle. So that's now that doesn't matter because
You want two
the only-
people injured, the spider and Takeshi.
I'm ignoring the spider, obviously. So it's 15 points of healing to Takeshi. All bleed stops. However, he's still stunned,
Right.
Yeah.
but he gets a +2 armor class
Hmm.
until the end of my next turn, and so does everybody else.
Yay.
They can also charge with their next attack and get a +2.
So Takeshi, you're stunned for, I'm going to say half that. You're stunned for 6 rounds.
Okay, and I can flop now, right? That's my charge to flop.
Yeah, you can just flop down and play dead.
But everybody else can charge.
But if you want to
Literally.
put one of the numbers, pick a color and put a 6 on there. So you moved up, burst. Okay, you're done.
Yep.
Can you say that again? What you get as a result? I just
It's,
want to
it's in the chat.
You get a +2 armor class and a +2 to attack if you charge
Okay, that's right.
until the end of my next turn. So
For my next turn, though.
for now, you get the +2 armor class or +2 charge. It won't still be around when your next turn happens.
Right.
6 isn't sticking, Mike. Do you know why it would be? It won't allow
You've
me
got
to.
to, as you click on it, then you just type 6 and then click away. It's
Yeah. Just hover the mouse over the red button, hit number 6, and then go away.
yeah, just like that.
Okay, got it.
When you click enter, it kind of screws it up. So, or when you click on it.
All right.
Okay, and since the door flopped open, the web is no longer hidden under the.
Which way did the door flop open?
What? Okay, I lost my web. I told it to go to a different level and it just said, okay, how about we just delete it?
Yeah.
That's a different level.
Okay, I will get this put back on between now and next time so you guys can see it. Valky, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, I didn't think we were gonna have another turn. So
No,
now I can
we're still
spot.
in this
We're
turn.
finishing off this round. We got 3 more people.
Okay. So the only one I see right now is this one that just took out Takeshi down.
Yeah, and it's the largest spider you have ever seen.
Okay.
And Echo's
So
talking
I'm
to
gonna
himself.
move.
Fucking running away from the healer. Didn't I say trapdoor spider? What the fuck are these people? He's talking to himself.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move 20
I was
foot
within 30 feet, just so you know.
further down, and then I'm gonna move up to 30 feet because I don't know if this thing can spit web or God knows what. It's so big. How tall is it?
Probably about 10, 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
Is that all?
It's 15 feet across and yeah, about 10, 12 feet tall.
That's a big spider.
How bad could it be?
That's like one of your garden banana spiders.
That's
It's
pretty much like a
Yeah.
banana spider.
I'm talking to Jen. They had banana spiders at the
Oh, yeah.
farm. They were freaking
All banana
huge.
spiders are big, but yeah.
Yeah, but they were huge. Beautiful, but huge.
Yeah.
They're kind of gone now. I mean, hopefully they'll come back, but okay. So I'm gonna try and put it to sleep.
Okay.
So let's see. The save on that is will. And it's a 16 DC. 10 hit die creature. I'm assuming it's not more than 10 hit die. And it's not a 16 DC. I apologize. I'm sorry. The spell I'm using is a higher level than that. It is a 18 DC.
18
Will
DC will save.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Gee whiz.
That's a willful spider.
It didn't
Yeah.
have much of a chance to do it, but it did it.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's all I got. I'm pulling Sly back to me.
Okay.
I think scary as hell.
Um,
I'll take that spell off.
There it is. I was going to say, surely oh my God. All right.
okay. Do you guys see two other smaller doors pop open? And then this one runs around to right here.
Ouch.
Actually, you flopped, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's probably it'll be able to make it with one move to here. And this one moves up to here.
Ouch.
This is really not a game I'm excited to come back to. It's giving me like
Yeah, really.
turned over stomach.
Because right now we're a spider sandwich.
I'm feeling awesome.
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
she's like, I feel great. So, all right, Osloot.
Uh, Kodiak is going to charge forward. I guess bull rush or whatever it gets the +2 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Make it to here and get an attack.
Okay.
Kodiak bite. 17 hit.
19.
19, that's right, +2.
Yeah.
A 19 does hit.
Okay. Kodiak bite damage.
And the +2 is only for attack, so 9 damage.
And Osloot is going to finish the process of shape changing into a green dragon.
Okay.
And I don't think I can move after that, but
No.
Probably not.
Well, if shape changing is a standard action, he still has his move action. Unless his move action was used up by the bear, but I don't think it works that way.
well, no, the bear was. I mean, I had already put Magic Fang on it the last round, so that's a good point. His bite was +2, 1921. So
Okay, I'm leaving you on the map because it messes with the turn order if I get rid of you.
understood.
You can move the dragon icon right next to you, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay. You'll have to put your hit points on that, and then
Understood.
just leave Osloot where he's at and just use the dragon for going forward.
All right.
So,
But do I get a move action?
if that's just a standard action, then yes, you would.
Okay, I'm gonna fly up so that it can't get me. Wait a minute. Come over to here.
Okay.
I'm going to be flanking. I'm too high. I'm going to be up in the air.
I don't. How much movement do you have? Because you have to pay twice to go up to ascend.
I
And
will look that.
add a single
I
move.
was. Give me a second.
I'm going to put you back where you started,
That's okay.
and
Yeah.
then you
I
can
mean,
do that
I'm
from
just
there.
looking it up for
But that's
Pathfinder.
yeah. You figured that out. The last thing we're going to do tonight.
All right.
So yeah, we'll pick this up not in 2 weeks, but in 3 weeks because the next 2 weeks are going to be B team.
All right.
So I'll look through that list. Did you guys put in the chat the items, the order you want them, or are you guys still working on that?
No, I think
Yeah. The only thing we got is boots of striding and springing
y-
for
yeah,
Ephraim or for
Echo.
Echo. Yeah.
So if everybody else wants to put in their favorite thing, then we have at least 1 through 6. So
You've got
Spider spray.
a decent chance role play
raid.
wise to finish what you're doing next time and get back. So before we play next time, make sure I've got that list so I've got time to look through there and figure out what resources you had, and then just make some rolls and figure out what things that you asked for they were able to find.
Cool.
Okay,
So
sounds good.
So,
All right.
but we
Everybody,
shouldn't work on leveling up yet.
you can if you
The level-
want, but I'm telling you
Chris,
now, once you get back to the fort, that's when you're going to level. So if you want to have your level 9 character already ready
just
to
to
go,
help to understand what we're still weak in, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So we
that
maybe do the legwork and then decide. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's how aggressively proactive I am about my D&D character.
Aggressively proactive. There you go.